Hail and well met, travelers. My name is Jordan Tries. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master for the Fellguard Pineapple-Shaped Lamps' D&D campaign. But we can't just have an adventure with just me. I need players in order to do this. So let's go say hi to all of our wonderful players. Hi, players. How we doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, shall we?
I am Buster Barnes playing Xeris Greylock, a level 4 Tiefling Rogue.
I'm Jason, the Argonauts. I'm playing Pepper Feist, a level 4 person, no class, no nothing.
Had some trouble in the last session, huh?
Yeah. A warlock with no powers. What do you call that?
A person.
Prey.
Single.
A level 4 person.
Divorce.
I am Ashley Strange. I am playing a level 4 Wood Elf Ranger.
And I'm an Owl Hoot. I'm playing a level 4 Eldritch Knight Fighter.
Very good. And you already oh my God, my brain just stopped there for a second. You already met me. I'm Jordan Tries. I'm a level 30 human bard. And we are Pineapple Shaped Lamps. We do this every single Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. We've got a bunch of very, very fun shows coming up for you right here on Twitch. So make sure you give us a follow or subscribe if you're so daring. That way you can give old Jeffy Bezos a kick in the nards that he so rightly deserves, because it costs you nothing, but it does cost him. We'd love to see it. We've got some fun stuff coming up this week. On Friday, we are going to be streaming the variety show Who's Smart, which is a game show that we have invented here on Twitch. It's a very fun time. It's run by Alex Meets Everyone. And if you like trivia, if you like guessing how much celebrities are paying for on Cameo, or if you like 92 seconds of whatever you want to talk about, please come see it. It's a very, very fun time. So again, that's going to start at 7 p.m. this Friday on this channel. So go ahead and give us a follow or subscription. In addition to that, we're also getting ready to do a live show. Yes, I said a live show in person in Wilmington, North Carolina. Next week, starting, the 24th, 25th, and 26th of June, we are doing a sketch show called Gotta Sketch 'Em All. It is a Pokemon-themed sketch show. If you want to get tickets for that, please go to pslcomedy.com. Cool. All right. I think that's everything. Every single Monday, we also do reruns of our show. Keep that in mind. And we are getting ready to post our entire Fellguard run on YouTube. So if you want to get caught up before the big finale next Wednesday, you can do so by going to youtube.com/pslcomedy. So in the meantime, we should go ahead. There we go. Ashley Strange resubscribing for 3 months. You love to see it. Thank you so much, Ashley. All right. Can we, I don't want to fight anymore. Can we just roll the credits, please? I truly don't make this a big thing. God damn it. Welcome back. So, let's quickly do the previously on. Let's get some spooky music up in here. Spooky scary. So previously on the Fellguard, the gang made it back to Dawnspire. While they were there, having learned about the strange troubles that were going on with Clint Harbor, they decided to go see if anyone knew any more information about it. Half the group went over to the Moonlit Grove to talk to Kiris Amberfall, one of the shepherds of the Grove, where they got paid for the previous job, and also mentioned the forest being cut down. Kiris reacted strongly to this, sending them all home, saying that he quickly needed to speak to the council right away, the Council of Dawnspire. The other two went to Jaren Ova, one of the champions of the Fellguard, to ask if he knew anything about this. Voxy got a little bit tongue-tied, and Pepper accidentally got a date with Jaren's apprentice, Sarah, much to Voxy's dismay, but unfortunately, Jaren didn't seem to know much at all. After that, Oliver and Xeris traveled to a magic shop to try and open the locket that Xeris inherited from his parents. Once it was opened, they learned that the mysterious order that they've been trying to learn about is known as the Order of Light. And inside the locket was a picture of a group of people, among them Xerxes' parents and the guild scribe Nesh. The group then went to speak with Nesh over at the guild hall. In order to conduct this in secret, Pepper went invisible and snuck around while everyone was talking. And it was there that they learned that Nesh was the one who tore the page out of the history book, the one that details how Vergalath helped the wizard form the world. And then on the torn page, we learned that it was then Vergalath slowly corrupted the wizard. The people from the material plane all gathered together and fought back against Vergalath, destroying his body and scattering his essence to the wind. And after that, an order was formed, known as the Order of Light, whose sole job it was to protect the world, the material world, from extraplanar entities. Nesh mentioned that he hadn't worked with the Order of Light for over 10 years and that the Order was disbanded 15 years ago. He also mentioned that Xerxes' parents are alive, and he saw them only about 5 years ago. A lot of math in there, I know. Now knowing the danger that Vergalath poses, Pepper decided to drop their patron. Vergalath lashed out and tore the magical powers from Pepper, leaving them helpless and beaten on the floor. Vergalath then vanished and destroyed the compact mirror, the vessel that held him. Then Voxy received a letter from her parents asking if she would come by and help them with a monster that was bothering the farm. They mentioned her sister had some troubles up there. So the group traveled down to Glint Harbor. When they arrived, they felt something was off with Voxy's parents, but couldn't really figure out what it was. And it wasn't until later that night, when Oliver was patrolling, that he noticed Voxy's mom coming down the stairs. He went back inside and caught her with a knife in her hand raised over Voxy's sleeping body. When he opened the door, she spun around and knocked a red jeweled necklace out of her shirt. The same necklace that they saw way early in our campaign. And at the same moment, Oliver's familiar notified him that the house was surrounded by guards. So, we are going to go ahead and begin our session with
I'm already stressed.
some combat. If I could have everyone take a gander over at our wonderful Roll20 board.
Ooh.
What a cute house.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
So, first things first, we are going to go ahead and roll for initiative. So, please go ahead and roll. Let me know your results, please.
11.
11.
Oh no. Pepper.
3, I rolled a 1.
Oh, natural 1. Pepper, no.
No, it's storytelling. It's fine.
Oliver,
4,
Xerxes,
14.
14. Gotcha. And 2, buddy. Ah, not the best rolls here. All right, and then stand by. Beautiful. Wow.
So yeah, we're not actually having a finale next week. This is it. Sorry. We're all gonna die right here.
All right, so we are going to begin our session with combat. So, first off, first person to go is going to be Voxy's mom, who sees Oliver step through the doorway. Her eyes go wide. There is a knife in her hand, and she is going to panic and is going to try and attack Oliver. Let's see here.
Ooh, yes, please.
Not a very good murderer if she's already panicking.
Not a good murderer. All right, so let's see. What's your AC, Oliver?
My AC is 18. Is she
18?
walking up to me?
She is going to run up and come straight at you, yes. So you're going to use your reaction?
I'm going to use my reaction and my polearm mastery feat to take an attack of opportunity
Go ahead and make your attack.
15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
All right. 7.
7 points of damage. Beautiful. Let me grab my quick little calculator thing. All right. So you take your spear. Are you attacking fatally or non-fatally?
Non-fatally.
All right, so you take the blunt end and whip it across, smacking her in the side of the face. You can see that for a brief second, the spear goes slightly through her hair and her cheek before it connects with something solid. All right, she is going to then make her attack on you. She misses with the first attack, slicing just past you. The second hit is also missing, just barely missing your gut as this like long butcher's knife just misses you by a hair. Next up is going to be Xeris.
Okay.
Can I just be screaming?
Sure, yeah. I'll say that your yelling with this immediate happen wakes everybody up in the room. Everyone except for Oliver and Voxy's mom are currently laying down, so you will have to spend half your movement to stand up, just so you know.
Copy. Question though, what does flanking do again? I can't remember.
So flanking is you would have to be in a specific place, so you'd have to be.
Well, I was gonna do.
You'd have to be there. Yep, and that's gonna give you advantage on the attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
With rapier.
You also, yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit, and you
I
get to
also
add your
what?
sneak attack damage to this attack if you do hit.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for. That's 21.
21 hits. Roll damage.
Do. So that's 2, and then 2 of these.
Do that math in your head, buddy.
What? 17.
17 points of damage?
Yeah, because I rolled an 8 on the D8. and then I
Damn,
rolled
all right.
A 6 on one of the 2 6s.
So you take your rapier and you whip it out and you thrust it forward. It goes right into her rib cage. She lets a scream of pain as you see the blade sticks out of her chest as you pull it back and whip it around, slashing the blood away from it. This looked like it wounded her very, very badly. She lets out a scream and whips back around. Voxy, it's now your turn.
Sorry, Voxy's mom.
Okay, half my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just standing there. And what has just happened is mom getting slashed.
Xeris has just stabbed. You wake up to Oliver smacking your mom across the head with this blunt end of the spear, and then Xeris thrusting this rapier forward through her back and it poking out her front before pulling it back.
Of course she was asleep for me getting stabbed.
Yeah.
First I gotta be,
She is holding a knife. This is a lot.
I can't attack because I don't know that this is not my mom. But
yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Xeris doesn't give a shit.
I'm so stressed. Oh fuck. 3.
They're killing your mom, Voxy. What are you gonna do?
Oh god. I think
Somebody stop that, Voxy. You gotta talk some sense into Xeris. He just stabbed your mom. What is happening?
I think I would, unfortunately, I think I would just run and step right to here and try and be like, what's happening? And just getting in between it.
Okay, go ahead and I'm gonna tell you, probably even a persuasion check or something's not gonna dissuade what's going on.
No, of course not.
Do you want to try to push?
Do
you want to try to push Xeris?
I think I want to try to. You know what? No, I think I want to disarm mom. I want to disarm mom.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. It's going to be a combating athletics check.
Why? I'm.
She rolled a 13.
I rolled an. Do I get unarmed? No.
No, not added to a check.
8.
Unfortunately, she pulls your arm away, gripping onto your forearm way stronger than you expected this older woman to do before pushing you back. Her eyes
the one hand.
Her eyes look wild. All right, that's
Okay.
going to be your turn, unless you want to have a bonus action or something you want to do.
I think. Bonus action. She knocked me to the ground.
No, you haven't been knocked back. You just...
Did you? Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying
Oh,
unless
no.
you want to use a bonus action to do anything, that, if you have the ability to do something on a bonus action, now's the time to do it.
Yes, I think I'm gonna
Like casting a spell or
try
anything.
I think I'm gonna try and
If you're gonna try to do a check on her, you won't be able to do it because that's gonna be your full action. So I think you're probably spent at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done.
Oliver, you're
I'm
up
just
next.
worried about my mom.
Okay.
Validly.
Environmental questions.
Yes.
Is there a bar on the door?
There is not. You just walked in through the front door.
Okay, so there's not like a bar I can swing down and
Nope.
lock it or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
But there are chairs nearby if you want to grab a chair and lock the door that way. Seems to be only one entrance to this house, though.
Oh, because you know that there's guards, but the rest of us don't.
Correct.
Okay. Second question.
Yes, sir.
The necklace.
Mm-hmm.
How good of a chain is it on?
Let me see. Looks like it's on a pretty good chain. It looks like this one has been, I mean, it's thick. It's gonna take some force to try to break it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to first bonus action get the owl out of there. Just
Okay. The owl vanishes from the sky above the farmhouse.
And then action, I'm gonna grab the thing and try to yank it.
Okay.
I figure
Give
best
me an
case
opposed
scenario.
athletics check. See if she can get
Best
away
case
from
scenario, it comes off. Worst case scenario, I yank her neck real hard.
it. She rolled an 18.
All right, here we go. Athletics.
Go Greyhawks.
18.
18 meets it, beats it. All right, so you grab the chain and you pull as hard as you can. Voxy, you see your mom reach out, grab onto your arm, and push your arm away before a hand reaches up, grabbing the necklace on her around her neck. It pulls. You see the necklace break, and suddenly a middle-aged man with a beard is standing in front of you. You see him look down and look at you, and before he quickly reaches to his side and grabs the hilt of a long sword, which is right next in a scabbard.
And then I'm just gonna yell, "There's more coming! They're outside!" And then I'm gonna is it a push door or a pull door?
It is a push door.
So like, from the inside, I have to push to go out, or I push to come in.
Okay, I see what you're saying. We'll say that in order for you to go outside, it would be a pull. We'll say
Okay,
that.
in that case, I'm gonna brace my back up against the door.
Okay, gotcha. Stand by 1 second while I quickly swap out mom.
Oh, we won.
You did it, everybody.
Yay!
No, don't
Looked like
celebrate
Molly
too much.
Weasley. Fully looked like Molly Weasley.
It might have been. I just Googled mom NPC and found a good photo. All right, so next up is going to be, so you're bracing against the door. Go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Okay. That one is 16.
16? Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, Pepper, you're up. You're finally sitting up. You can see the chaos. You watch as the mom's illusionary form vanishes before you see now a guard standing in place.
Woof. I guess I will get over here to try to get a better angle than where I'm at.
Okay.
Actually, while are those like candles on
Yeah,
the
those are
table?
candles on the table.
I grab one of those.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so you grab one of the candles.
I'm not going to, I'm just grabbing it for fun, okay?
Uh-huh, this is a thing that all normal people do is they grab onto candles.
I just grab it, and then I would like to, this is so dumb.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
Uh-huh. Do what you're gonna do,
Therefore-
Pepper. Live your best life. Live your true self.
Okay, I want to actually push past Oliver and be like, let me through the door.
Okay, so you're not gonna be able to make it on this turn
Okay,
because of your
but I'm
speed.
just gonna get there.
Okay, so you're gonna use your full action to dash. So you're gonna
Yep.
double your speed. Okay, gotcha.
Yep, and get over there and just say, let me through the door.
Okay.
There's more of them out there.
Exactly.
All right. Next up is that gonna be it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right, next up is Voxy's mom, who is now a guard, who is going to whip around the longsword at you, Voxy, since you're, no, sorry, Xerus, because you attacked him last.
Yeah.
So he's going to swing to hit. That is going to be a 19 to hit. Second one is going to be, that one is going to be a 23 to hit. So they both hit. And that's going to be a D10. Let me see.
Hey, Jordan.
What's up?
Can I use my reaction off of the first attack to use a Sentinel Feat opportunity attack?
Absolutely, you can.
All right. I might be able to save you from the second one, Xerus. Let's see. That is
Cool.
Oh wait, what is it? It's an 18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage.
All right. And I'm not messing around with any non-lethal nonsense this time around.
Gotcha.
That is an 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Beautiful. All right. So you take your pole arm and you thrust it forward as this guard now swings this longsword around. Still gonna hit you for 14 points of damage with the longsword, but he takes a second swing before getting stabbed in the back with this pole arm before he turns back around with pain in his eyes. Next up is going to be you hear a door open.
If he's not dead, he can still do the second attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Wait. Can he? Yes, he can.
Okay, gotcha. Well, the second attack then is going to be a total of, that's easy, 4 points of damage. As he swings back around and you just catch the hilt as you dodge out of the way slightly, but it does bruise up your cheekbone pretty bad. You hear
So that's 14 plus 4 on me.
Yep, so 18 total for both hits.
I have 2 hit points left.
Amazing. Well, speaking of that, you hear a door open behind you. And stepping...
I was just about to ask.
And stepping through the door, you see a older man come walking through, and as soon as he comes through, he pulls off his necklace and a guard forms in his position. And of course I didn't do this ahead of time.
Oh, now there are 2 of them.
So he's gonna come running in, 1, 2, 3, 4, get up to you. Xerus is gonna give you 2 attacks because he sees you fighting with everybody. First hit is going to be a 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
All right. Damage on that one is going to be another 14 points of damage. So are you unconscious now?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a nice little axe. There you go. Second hit's gonna go towards you, Voxy. That's a nat 1. So he swings the sword. You're able to duck underneath it, and with that, he is no longer able to swing it. Next up is going to be Xerus. So Xerus, give me a death saving throw. Roll a d20.
I don't add anything to it, right?
No, you do not. It's just a straight
okay,
d20.
it's a 10.
10? All right, a 10 is a... Is it a 10 or an 11? Is a success?
It's a 10.
10? Okay, so you do succeed. So
like
go ahead
a
and
DC
add a...
10 save.
Gotcha. I always forget, because I always forget where the line is on those. But all right, so you do succeed on a DC 10. So
I succeeded.
You have a success on your death saving throw. If you get 3 of them, you get stabilized. All right.
I think that's right.
Yeah, double check that for me. I feel like it's 1 to 10. If it's below a 10, it's a failure. If it's above a 10, it's a success, right? 10 or higher.
So many. Why do we have to have?
I know. I'm sure there's 1,000 rules.
10 or higher, you succeed.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Next up is Voxy. Voxy, you just got swung at by this other guard. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so guard on the right is who swung at me.
Mm-hmm.
What is the status of guard on the left?
Guard on the left is looking really rough. Here, I'll go ahead and I'll color code him for you.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay, so...
Guard on the left is looking really rough. Guard on the right, blue guard, is looking fine. He hasn't taken a hit
yet. D&D noob question.
Uh-huh.
Can't I do something? Do I get an extra action when they're that close to me?
No.
Do you have any idea do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Are you talking about Hail of Thorns?
No.
I don't believe she did.
I don't think so. I just thought that there was like an attack of opportunity.
There's an attack of opportunity that happens if they exit your attack space. So if they're within 5 feet of you and they leave that space, it means that they're basically effectively turning their back on you, so you get a chance to attack.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. So I think I am going to. I have my weapons on me. I don't assume. I assume they are all.
We'll say that you had your weapons next to you. You could have grabbed them as you were getting up. That's fine. We'll say that everyone has their weapons.
Yeah, I would grab my sword. So I'm gonna pull out my short sword.
Okay.
My short sword.
Right. Who are you attacking?
And
Blue guard. Got it. Blue guard has had no hits yet, just so you know.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and
So
roll
I'm
the
gonna
hit.
I'm gonna go and attack him. With my two short swords. I forgot.
Okay. Remember, it's still gonna only act as one short sword in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just for flavor.
Oh!
22. Is it a natural 20 or just a?
No, it was a 17.
All right.
plus
22
a
hits.
5.
So go ahead and roll damage. 6 points of damage. Beautiful. So you take your short sword, you whip it over your head, and you thrust it forward. You see them try to dodge underneath it, but it catches him right in the shoulder, and he lets it out. As you do so. Anything else you'd like to do? You can cast Hunter's Mark if you would like to. It won't it won't affect damage in this, but you can do it as a bonus action.
Yes, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark onto him.
Onto Blue. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Hunter's Mark is now affecting him. All right, next up is going to be Oliver. You're blocking the door. You're starting to hear on the door.
All right, I'm gonna look at Pepper. Do you know what you're doing?
No. Open the door.
All right,
Christ.
I'm gonna get out of the way, and then I've got flanking on this guy with Pepper on the other side, correct?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Well, not to bring the rage of Todd Howard down, but I'm going to attack the Red Guard.
No, he's too preoccupied with Starfield. He's not even thinking about Elder Scrolls.
There's thousands of planets to worry about right now.
Thousands of
He's so
unique
busy.
and
Elder
enjoyable
Scrolls 6
planets.
is still in pre-production. He's still working on it.
So you're attacking the red guard, you said?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
I got a dirty 21.
Beautiful. That hits. Roll damage.
7.
7 points of damage. Ooh, just barely standing up still. You take your pole arm and you stab it forward. It catches him right in the gut. They collapse down to a knee and look up at you and let out a shouting scream of pain. Would you like to hit again?
I would.
All right,
I
roll
will
to
use my
hit.
bonus action, polearm mastery, and thwack him across his face and go, "Stop screaming!"
He's very hurt.
This one is at 23.
All right, that hits. So
dirty.
you spin it. You don't even have to roll damage. You had 1 hit point left. You spin the spear around and boom, club him right on the top of the head. You feel the helmet and head bend inward before he collapses down onto the ground, and he is #currently dead.
Currently dead.
All right, next up is going to be Pepper.
Okay.
So Pepper, what the hell are you doing?
So, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Open the door. Throw oil on whoever's right there.
Okay.
Yes? Or just smash it into their face
Of
if
course it
they're,
won't let me see it.
5 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open the door for you so you can see what you're looking at here.
Totally.
Oh,
totally.
It's a big door.
It is.
Something.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
So you see 4 guards right outside the door, all banging on it.
That's great.
So the door
That's
whips
super
open.
great. What I would actually like to do.
And of course, our people can't see it on the thing.
This is so stupid. This is so stupid.
You can see there's guards there. See, they pop up for a second. They're there, chat. They're there.
Jordan, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, Pepper, what do you want?
what is there grass outside and what is
There
the
is
floor made of?
absolutely no grass.
Okay.
The floor inside is made of wood. It is a farmhouse.
Okay, I'm gonna pour the full flask of oil on like a line across the doorstep.
Okay, gotcha.
And then slam the candle down.
All right. So
remember when he said there was one door?
So yeah, I distinctly did say one door. All right, so you.
Yeah, but we can fight. But I can put this out in a second. Okay, I'm buying us time.
You absolutely can. So you pour the stuff down and spreading across the front, fire spreads across the front of the door. And thus setting Voxy's childhood home alight.
Thanks, Pepper.
All right.
It's fine.
Every hold on.
Pay for it. I think this may be one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
This is gonna be a TPK, y'all. All right. So next up, you have lit this fire at the top of the round. The fire is going to spread 5 feet every turn.
Okay.
So it's going to burn this way, and it's going to go out as well. All right, so the fire is slowly spreading, as we can see. Next up is this person is dead. Next up is the guard, the blue guard, who is going to see this chaos unfolding and is going to go basically like, this is not what I signed up for, and is going to attempt to run out the door. So Voxy, you will get an attack of opportunity.
All right. Attack of opportunity. Wait, so he's going, which direction is he going?
He's going to run out back this way.
He's going the way he came in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take that same short sword, and if he's within stabbing distance, I'll stab him.
Okay.
But if not, I'm just gonna take a swing.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Let me double check something. I just need to see. Amanal, do you know that if you do an attack of opportunity, does it halt their movement?
Not
Only
unless you have the
if you...
Sentinel.
That's it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Sorry, I'm an Alfu.
All right, so go ahead and roll to hit.
But you knew.
I got
It's me.
excited.
I am now Jason the Argonauts.
Yay. Oh, you just did a crazy move. How
I
dare
feel
you.
bad about my actions.
11 to hit.
11 to hit. All right, that just misses, unfortunately. As you swing with the weapon, it cuts across just as the guard disappears out of view. You have now lost track of him as he has left into another room.
Even with the hunter's mark?
Hunter's mark adds damage.
Okay, never mind.
All right, next up is Xerus. Xerus, give me another death saving roll.
Hooray! That is a 19.
19 is a success. All right, so you have 2 successes. One more success, you will be stabilized.
Hooray! Also, everyone needs to keep reminding me that I have a bonus action which I could have disengaged and not been fucked up. So
another thing to remember is that the fire is spreading, and if it reaches Xerus, he will die. All right, next up is going to be Voxy.
Right next to it.
He's not. He has about 2 rounds.
I am gonna.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine. We got him.
Am I able to cast Cure Wounds on Xerus?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds and help Xerus.
All right, you hold your hand over his chest. This divine light shines from beneath your palm, your hand glowing like you're shining a flashlight through it. You can see the bones and tendons, and suddenly there is this white and yellow light that sort of courses through him before he is brought back from into consciousness. Go ahead and roll your hit points that you are giving him back.
Sorry, what do I roll for that?
It should say on your spell.
No, here it is. There it is. I found it.
Was it like D8 minus 1?
Yeah, you do have a -1, which is beautiful.
I have, D5,
1d8 minus 1. Which is
4.
4 total? All right, so you have 4 hit points
4 total.
Added back to you, and you are no longer currently dead.
And then can I use my bonus action to move?
You don't need to use your bonus action. You can just use your movement. So where are you going?
I'm gonna go chase that. I feel like Pepper and Oliver and Xeris can handle
the fire.
Yeah, so
Totally.
I think I'm gonna go find that person who is pretending to be my dad.
Okay.
And so, how far can I go?
You have 6 squares of movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so you make it just to the door. You haven't been able to open it yet, but you are on your way doing so. Next up is going to be Oliver.
Okay, this is a whole situation.
Yep, there is a
isn't it?
fire that is coming at you currently.
I'm gonna look at Pepper. That's what you what?
I panicked.
DM, where are the windows?
So you can see that there's a couple windows up at the top over here and down over here.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna say we have to go.
Okay.
All right, and then Voxy. I'm gonna hope that you heard that.
You're in the same
think I
room. You're
did.
in the same room.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to this window and try to just smash it with my spear shaft,
All right. So go ahead and
breaking out windows.
you don't have to roll. Go ahead and just give me a damage on the attack.
Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. It's 11.
Beautiful. You and just tear the window open. Outside, you can see the cold night air hits you, and you can see in the distance a red glow coming from Glint Harbor, as well as a couple foot soldiers moving in your direction.
Gross.
They're a good distance
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Good distance out.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna get out of the way with my last 5 feet of movement,
Okay.
so that everybody else can get out.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna turn my shield towards the fire.
Okay, gotcha. All right, next up is going to be Pepper.
I'm gonna look at Oliver and Xeris. We're like running, right? We're not like trying to fight anymore.
We can reassess once we have left the burning building.
Okay, I go as far as I can to get out of the burning building, which I think is like here.
Okay. You also look out and you can see in the distance, running across the mud fields of Glint Harbor, a group of foot soldiers, probably about 8 or 10 of them.
Oh, we're definitely running.
Yeah, we gotta.
Did you dash? Do you have room to get all the way out?
I mean, that was, I think. Oh, I'm dumb. I only did. Yeah, I can get out.
Okay, so you climb through the window. Go ahead and give me
Get
just a
out.
dexterity check real fast.
16.
16? Okay, you jump through easily, getting over the broken glass. All right, next up is going to be the dad, who is going to run. Let's see here.
To where? We don't know.
Where is he?
He's in another room with the door shut.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
next up is going to be Xeris.
Um,
Oh, I will say the fire has spread at this point, so it is now going to...
It's now burning the dead body.
Yes, it is moving over the corpse that is in the room. You can see that the other guards are going to be backing up away from what's happening. They actually disappear out of view. But the fire is currently spreading everywhere, and it's looking rough.
Question.
Yes.
I have a healer's kit. Can I use it on myself?
No, the healer's kit is for stabilizing you, unfortunately.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, well, I'm gonna follow suit and GTF. Oh.
All right, you look back as you see the dead body that is sitting inside of Moxie's living room. This fire is licking all over the body and just completely filling this room with smoke. At this point, the fire is reaching the ceiling. All right, next up is Voxy.
no, the person in me wants to just go around and save all of my belongings, but where did the guy go?
You don't know yet. You know that he's in the room right in front of you.
He's in that room.
I mean,
okay.
you saw him go through that door. He's at least in there. Yes. I
I'm just gonna give up on that, and I'm gonna move to right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, or I guess I can get out.
All right, you jump through the window as well, landing in the mud next to everybody as you look up as this group of men are getting closer. All right, next up is going to be Oliver.
All right, time to go. I'm just gonna climb out the window.
All right, you do the same following suit. Following that, the group jumps out of the window and lands in a heap in the mud. Everyone give me dex checks real quick, just straight dexterity, except for you, Pepper.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 21.
21 for Xeris.
13.
13. All right, so just you, Oliver, you're going to take 3 points of damage as you go through the window, cutting your arm open on the glass that's there.
This armor does nothing.
All right, and with that, you hear from around the corner, smoke is starting to billow out of the broken window now. As you can see, the fire is spreading across the room. From around the corner to your left, you can hear shouting right nearby, right at the door. Where are you guys going?
Okay, so we have the city, we have farmland.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other options?
Where you are, no, not really. The farmland is just an open field, and the city is close by, but you're going to have to run to make
Is there a tree we can go to?
There's
No
a
trees.
tree line.
No,
There's
they
not a
killed
tree
the
line.
trees.
They killed all the trees.
Yeah.
All right, we need a decision. Where are we going, guys?
Into the city. We got.
Let's go to the city.
Yeah,
Let's
we gotta
go to
go.
the
We
city.
gotta go.
All right, so
cover. Xeris can climb good.
all right, so
Yeah.
everyone, give me a group stealth check. So everyone, give me a stealth check. We're gonna average it out.
Oh,
18.
God, this is
Oh.
a group.
Damn it. Stupid chainmail. Hang on.
11.
11, 18, 3,
23.
23. All right. So it is. All right. So you all take off, running out into the darkness. There's a low fog that is covering the fields at this point, running in the direction of the glow of Glint Harbor. This flickering orange and red that's glowing back behind the city itself. You can see the large tower, which is the center structure of Glint Harbor. Voxy, you take 1 second to look back behind you as you can see the flames now coming up out of your home, your childhood home. You hear a psh as you see fire explode out of one of the windows on the second story. And we are now out of combat.
I mean, that's one way to get out of a
See,
situation.
I'm so sorry. I panicked. I opened the door and there were 4 guards and I got really scared and it was not the right move. It was not it. I'm really sorry.
We all got out. You did
Pepper,
what you needed to do.
that oil was for the troll.
But there was no troll, Oliver.
Oliver, something tells me there is no troll.
I have 4 more. If we see another troll, I will use it on this troll next time. I just fires what I know, okay? And I opened the door and my first impulse was to, shoot fire and I can't do that. So I got scared and then I set a house on fire. And I'm not saying that's a good trauma response, but that was the trauma response.
All right, so let's assess the situation.
As you're running, the city is getting closer and closer. At this point, you have run past a bunch of. You duck down to hide behind a large shed, only to see a group of soldiers all sprinting out of the town, heading in the direction of the fire. A couple of them are carrying buckets of water. You take a second and dip into the city, going past the city walls at this point, now heading back into the alleys of Glint Harbor.
Okay, so best case scenario. No one saw us leave the house. We've got a little bit of time before they realize that our bodies are not in there.
That's true.
Let's assess what we have. Xeris, you're very good at climbing.
Yes.
You'll be able to work yourself into a situation where you'll have an advantageous position. Foxy, you know this city very well. I have this, and I'm gonna hold up the necklace that I ripped off of Voxy's mom.
The chain is busted, but the arcane gemstone that powers it is still active. Seems like in order to make it work, you would just need to make the chain whole again, or at least find some way to connect the two.
Oh, damn it! I was about to say Pepper has mending.
No.
Pepper ain't got shit.
Pepper can set fires.
Pepper burns down your childhood home.
Oh, okay. What do we do now? I can start working on a plan, but I don't know what our goal is moving forward.
Well, we need to find shelter. So
we need to figure out what happened to Voxie's family.
Can I check out the shed that we're hiding behind right now? Does it look like a safe place?
You've run
Is there
past
anybody
the shed.
coming?
You're now inside the.
Oh, we're past that. We're
now
past
inside
that.
the
Okay.
city. Yeah.
Okay. We should. Where are we having this discussion?
In a back alley someplace. This is a quiet place. Your stealth roll was pretty solid, so you're in a good place to have a quick conversation if you wanted to.
Okay.
Sort of like discuss where you need to go next.
I am not doing great. So I would appreciate some time to rest if we could find the opportunity to do so.
Somewhere to stay for the night. For Xeris, at least.
We do have an advantage at night because they can't find us. That's the only thing.
Am I able to cast Cure Wounds again?
Yes, you have multiple spell slots. I believe you have 4 now. 3? No, you have 3 spell slots.
Yeah, 3 spell slots. This is my.
This is gonna be your last spell slot.
Okay.
Because you've cast Hunter's Mark, Cure Wounds, and you can cast 1 more. 3. All right, so you've healed. You do the same thing. Put your hand on his chest. There's this sort of humming sensation as her hand glows with this arcane energy before you feel your wounds on your body slowly heal up and close.
We need to. What? Are we escaping? Do we steal a horse?
What time? It's the middle of the night, correct?
Yeah.
I think we need to find somewhere to rest for Xeris to recover a little bit. So I think we need to find some shelter before we can go anywhere.
That's fair.
Do you know anywhere that's safe?
I don't think I know anything about this place anymore. It looks so different, and I can't trust that anybody is anybody.
The Baron. The Baron has been in leadership for quite a while, yes?
Yeah.
Who were his greatest enemies?
You know that the Council of Dawnspire for sure. You know that for a fact. Outside of that, you're not sure who else would be included in that.
Was he essentially tough on crime?
I mean, small business owners, maybe?
Yeah, I'm wondering, do I know the person who runs the local inn?
Yeah, you do. Give me a history check.
16.
16. All right. So yeah, you do actually know that there is a barkeep who runs a tavern in town known as the Sleepy Onion.
I love it. There is a place we could try there. And they know me, so it won't be too weird that I'm there. And we'll just have to hope that there are no guards in there. But, you know, I'm sure we could go around and like check in a window before we actually go in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. I say we go to there. I'll lead the way to head that way.
Okay, so you lead the way, leading through the town itself. Every so often you have to stop and hold for a moment as a squadron of guards march past. You finally round a corner and you can see the windows are currently dark over the
tavern,
the Sleepy Onion. You go up to it and you open it, and the door opens up, but it seems like inside it's very, very dim lighting in here.
Can I do
Any sign
have,
of anyone?
Yeah. I have the
recently
dark vision, and can I look around and see if it looks like anybody's been there?
It looks,
or
I mean,
is
looking
there?
around, it looks fairly clean right now.
So not abandoned at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there an upstairs?
There's a door that is back behind the bar that leads someplace. You don't know where.
Okay, but it's not like there's like a balcony with a bunch of stuff, like a
No.
old timey. Okay, cool. So this is just the one.
Do I know where the room? I would know where the rooms are though.
Yeah, sure. So in the back of the room, there is a staircase. Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying. So there is a staircase that leads up to where a second floor would be, where the inn's rooms would be at. The door back behind the bar leads to sort of a storage area. You're not sure where that goes.
Okay. I think I say we just like creep up the stairs and just hole up in a room.
I'm gonna snap the owl in.
Owl appears next to you.
I'm just gonna tell it to go up the stairs.
Okay.
And I'll watch through its eyes, and then if I see anyone, immediately snap it away.
Okay. There is a soft flutter, and then the owl flies up the steps, rounding a corner. Your eyes go this greenish glowing color, and now you can see the owl's perspective as it flies up the stairs, around a corner, around another bend to a long hallway of doors. It flies down to the end, turns around, it comes back and lands next to you. You appear back looking at the group. Looks clear.
No sign of anyone. No lights. I know that really only applies to me, as you all can see in the dark, but I look at Pepper. No lights.
I can also see in the dark.
I just meant don't light any more fires.
That was too soon, Oliver.
Yes, too soon.
You know I don't have any candles right now.
Let's go up the stairs and let's go. We'll go in the first empty room we see.
Would this be considered dim light or darkness that we're working through here?
It is darkness upstairs, dim light downstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna just I'm gonna put a I'm gonna settle up to Xerus.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
mostly
I'm
just
you be my eyes. I'll walk in front with the shield raised just in case.
Hold his hand. Hold his hand.
okay.
Wait,
Hold hands.
that's a
Hold
Hold
bad
hands.
hands.
idea.
Hold
Hang
hands.
on.
You get advantage if you hold hands.
Wait,
Good
actually,
Inspiration if you hold hands.
I think holding hands is a very good idea, but I think Xerus should go first
All right.
because of being a rogue. Better scout.
Yeah.
All right, Xerus, you get
I'll go
inspiration if you hold hands.
I'll hold
Well,
hands with
Or
Vox.
but
Okay.
Voxy should go
Uh,
first because Voxy knows where she's going. Right?
I mean, it's a hallway. It goes.
All right. Xerus go first.
I mean, we've all been in an inn before, I think. So
And Xerus has the mobile feat, so if somebody comes up to him, he can just hit him and run away, and he'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's also not doing great, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah, sure. Put the weak person.
forgot
up
that
front.
part.
All right. So
Listen, my plans
Xerus,
are
you start
front-loaded
walking up
tonight.
the stairs. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
And I wasn't joking.
Everybody or just Xerus?
Just Xerus. I wasn't joking. Xerus and Oliver both get inspiration for holding hands because it's really cute.
Aw.
14.
14. All right. Cool. So you all start making your way slowly up the steps. As you go, there is a slight as you walk up the wooden stairs. You make it up to the second floor. You can see the hallway in front of you. And then you hear behind you and footsteps downstairs. And a soft glow of a candle comes around the corner, and you see a man wearing a nightcap and wearing one of those long single shirts, like a sleeping shirt, come around the corner with a very, very rusty looking short sword in his hand. In his hand, he's also holding a small lit candle on a small little stand. When he comes around, he says, "Who's there? Show yourselves."
He's coming from behind us or in front of me?
Behind you.
Behind me. Okay.
You have a quick moment to react if you want to.
Do I know him?
You recognize the voice. The voice belongs to the innkeeper, Rylan Plum.
Rylan?
Who-
Rylan, it's me,
who-
Foxy Rain.
Who's that?
Foxy Rain.
He steps forward around the corner, and you can now see, being lit from underneath by this candle, a haggard old man. He walks up to you, going through the group, and walks straight up to you, Voxy, holding his sword forward and goes, "Oh, Foxy, I haven't seen you in so long." And he goes and he gives you a big hug.
I hug him real good back.
What are you doing here?
I got a letter from my parents. They wanted me to come back. They said that my sister had been attacked by a troll and the city had been attacked by a troll. And I brought my team from the Fellguard with me to help take care of this troll. But then my parents weren't my parents. They were guards. And they attacked us and our house burned down.
Oh no.
And I don't know where to go. I don't know where my family is. What's happening?
Okay. All of you, come downstairs. Follow me. He leads you downstairs to the bar. You see him light a couple candles, filling this room with this orange glow.
Would it be rude of me to put them out again?
I mean, he doesn't light too many of them. It seems like he knows what he's doing. He lights a couple near the bar, but he doesn't go near the he actually goes and draws some shades down at the front windows.
Okay, cool.
He turns back and says, "How long have you all been in town?"
6 hours, maybe less.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you should know there's a curfew out. Going out and about is a bad idea.
Okay.
We've had to basically stop running all of our, running the inn. It's mostly just a bar now that closes at 6 p.m., so not great. Foxy, I'm so sorry. You might want to sit down.
What?
He gestures to the bar.
Sit down.
He goes around the other side and you see him lean up against the bar and go, "About 6 months ago, the Baron started taking anyone who disagreed with him prisoner. Anyone who spoke out against his rule. Got a lot of friends here, a lot of good people back behind bars. He got your family 2 months ago.
All of them?
Aye, all of them.
Where are they now?
They'd be in the prison." You instantly know what he's talking about. The large circular tower in the center of town. It was newly built only about a decade ago as a way for the town to make more money. But it doesn't seem to be working in the way it was initially built.
You said they've been there for 2 months?
Aye.
If I know of the tower, do I know of a way to get in there? Is there some way of...
known, I mean, it's like knowing about a prison in your own town. Like, you can know about the prison, but not know how to even get inside. You know, you've never visited it before.
Okay. So why would the guards why would the Baron why would they draw us here? Why would they want us to come here? Otherwise, they wouldn't have sent me that letter. I just got it.
I don't know. Voxy, it's the first time I've seen you in nearly a year.
That question's also kind of directed to Xeris, Pepper, and Oliver as well.
I'll take a step
I mean,
back.
Voxy, we did,
No, everybody. I'm asking the room.
we did have an altercation with the Baron's men not long before that.
And not long before that, we thwarted the Baron's operation at the meadery.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think he's been a fan of us for a while.
There is also the possibility that we have drawn the attention of our mutual friend who has given the Baron a directive.
And who would that be?
I'm just gonna look at him and just look away.
Right, mum's the words. He goes and he goes back to the bar and he pours a couple drinks for everybody, putting a single glass in front of you. It's just some, whiskey, but it's not much.
well, if he's looking for us, he knows we're here now. And soon they're gonna know that we didn't die in that fire, so
Then they'll
He's
be
just
looking
gonna-
for us.
just gonna send more people.
Is there anyone else in the city that, I guess, objects to what's been going on? Or is there a type of resistance of any kind? Or are we all alone?
Someone we can trust.
Well, the last resistance got put in prison. Your mom and dad. Seems that one was the one that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Hasn't been any resistance here for the last 2 months.
Well, who can we, if anyone, trust in the city anymore?
I'm sorry, Voxy. I don't know what to tell you.
I think I just look at the others with a now what kind of look.
I mean, I don't think we're going to get very far without help, and if our only help is in a prison, maybe we need to do something about that.
An idea.
Worth a shot.
There's
I
no
have
way
to
we
get
can
the-
take on the Baron at this time. I think we need more information, and we need to know more about what exactly is happening. And I
I
think
need
we
to
get
get my
those
family
answers
out.
from your parents. Yes.
Well, all right, we'll do that.
I'm gonna have the owl go do a flyby
Okay.
and not come back here,
Okay.
but have it fly to like another building that's within 100 feet and then signal me mentally so that I can pop it back into the room.
Okay.
Just scout, I'm looking for number of exterior guards.
Give me a
possible
perception check.
entrances. Okay. Through the owl's eyes?
Through the owl's eyes, yeah.
Okay. It's not going to be great, I can tell you that. Hang on. Forgot to pull up his stats. Even with advantage. It's a 6.
6. Owl flies up. It's hard to see through the thick smoke.
If it helps, it does have a passive perception 13.
Okay, sure, yeah. So flying around, you can see that there are guards in the street. They seem to be every so often just walking back and forth around, completely blocking out.
It's the guards. They're here.
This is
Does Voxy
This is
get
what I-
inspiration for her familiar?
Yeah, we get
Is that-
catspiration for Voxy.
Catspiration.
You see 3 figures, 3 shadows running across a rooftop, Oliver. In the city. But other than that, the owl flies away.
3 figures, shadows, running across the rooftop. Okay, and this is after the fact.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I need paper.
Yeah, one second. He goes behind the bar and he pulls up a small slip of parchment and a pencil and puts it down.
Okay. I'm gonna draw the symbol of the order.
Okay.
And
Okay, yeah, sure. You draw it.
It's like I have a reference
Yeah,
image.
no, I
if
gotcha.
He needs to see it. Yeah.
And okay. I don't think I know enough to tell them where we are. I'm just gonna tell them that we're here.
Okay.
And is there anything like heavy I can tie it to, like a fork?
Sure, yeah, there's some cutlery if you want to grab it. The Ryland stares at you as you grab it and says, "You're gonna pay for that."
Voxy. And then I get back to work.
Ryland holds out his hand. Just a copper.
I'm gonna tell the owl, find those 3 from the rooftop again, drop this from above, and then get out of there. Same thing, get within 100 feet, signal me so I can pop you back into the room.
All right. Owl takes off through the window, flies over. Give me another perception check now that you're getting closer.
Okay. Hey, that's a little better. A 14.
14. So as you approach, looking through the eyes of the owl, you see the owl fly in, and the 3 figures are not leather clad, as the order has been known to wear, but instead you see a man wearing sort of like half plate armor. You see a wood elf carrying a bow with a green tabard, and you see a tiefling with a mage's robes. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. Sorry. This one is a 15.
You instantly recognize these 3. This is Cad Lacal, Tess Amin Race, and Jaren Ovo, the champions of the Fellguard.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Change. Is the owl's too far away for me to signal it mentally?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to wait for it to get back,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell it, lead them back here.
Okay, the owl takes off. You all sit downstairs for a couple more minutes. Roughly about 20 minutes goes by, and then there's a on the front door. You see Ryland looks over worried real quick and says, "Everyone, shh."
Can I use the owl's eyes to see who's out there?
Yeah. It is the 3 you just signaled.
Okay.
Have you been communicating what you're seeing to the others, by the way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you looking for, Oliver?
Jarend and the other champions are here. The owl found them running on a rooftop.
Oh shit, that's great.
Yeah. Might be the help we need.
Is there any like secret Fellguard catchphrase?
No, unfortunately not.
Drop the breakfast hut. They'll know.
Everyone loves the breakfast hut. They all hang out there in the mornings.
I'm gonna go to the door, and I'm gonna say, "Show us your necks."
Give me a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
They all pull their shirt down, and they don't have anything around their neck.
All right. Gonna pop the owl back in. Pop the owl back into the room.
Okay.
And then open the door.
You open it up, and you see the 3 champions of the Fellguard walk in. Jaren immediately goes over and says, "Oh, good. You're okay. Awesome."
How did you find? What do you do? It? How do you? Hi.
Hi. Voxy, Xeris, Oliver, Pepper. I don't know if you've met, but this is Cad Lacal and Tess Amin Rice. Cad goes.
Which one is the warrior? Which one's the mage?
Cad is the human warrior, and Tess is the mage tiefling. Tess says, "Good evening," and Cad says, "How y'all doing?"
Oh, I love him.
Jaren comes in and says, "You all were talking about some pretty interesting stuff before you took off. Talking about Clint Harbor, talking about some of the forest stuff that was going on, and they called a meeting of the council just after you left. One of the shepherds of the Moonlit Grove called. It said that there was something happening down here, and just, I don't know, there was something about, you seemed worried, so I got worried too. Just wanted to see if we can get in here before anything happened. We saw a fire on the way in. Is that you all?"
I just look at Pepper.
Shit, you set a fire? All right, what was it? A distraction or something?
There were lots of guards, and I was blocking them getting towards us.
Hell yeah! He goes for a high five for you, Pepper.
Oh, I fucking high five this man.
High five. Tess rolls her eyes and says, "Cad, not now. This is important business."
That was my childhood home, but yeah.
Cad says, "High five rescinded." Sorry about that, Box.
I don't feel good about it either, okay? I feel very bad.
It's all right. But Jared,
We're hoping they think they're dead, that we're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may have bought us some time.
We were inside. Exactly. But they have my family.
All right, so clue us in. They've got your family. They have your family.
They're in prison. The Baron has apparently imprisoned my family for dissenting, I guess.
Shit, things are worse than I thought. Rylan looks over and says, "Damn straight it's worse. Everything has gotten so bad since the Baron... He's lost his mind, more so than usual." Jaren says, All right. So, what all do we know?
Did you recognize the symbol that I dropped to you?
No, I've never seen that before.
Okay. So then, will it mean anything to either of you that the Baron is working with Vergolath?
You see Tess look and say, "What was that name?"
Vergolath.
I've heard that name before. Where have I heard that name before? Did I read?
This is a big moment. We know more than the champions do.
Look, I'll take over. All right, I'll take this one. Vergolath is a djinn. He is you know, before the world, he's the one who gave the wizard the powers to make the world, and then he corrupted the wizard because he was super evil, and people had to join forces and get rid of his body, and his essence dispersed all over. But he's been gaining followers, and the Baron is one of them, which is probably why he's gotten so much worse. They are building a big fire. That's why all the trees are... He's chopping down all the trees. They're building a big fire. For what? We don't know.
Well, we think he's trying to become a person again.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get Vergalath a new body.
Oh, shit.
And I would imagine that, not to scare anyone, but Vergalath really loves collecting souls. That's like a really big thing. And collecting a lot of people in a prison is a pretty bad sign.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, we need a game plan then. Foxy, you've got family in prison. We gotta clearly get into the prison. All right, champions, what are we doing? Tess says, well, we need to know exactly what the plan is for the souls. I mean, if they're trying to keep souls in a prison, that's gonna be pretty dangerous whenever Vergalath gets brought to power. But he'll need some magical energy in order to form a body. He can't just pull a body out of thin air. Listen, you just point me in the right way. I'll swing this sword. I'll cut down Vergalath as soon as he so much as looks at me. Let's look at it that way. Cad. Okay.
A great source of magical energy.
Yes, he'll need something that can a magical artifact of sorts.
Okay. I don't know anything about that, but
give me a history
they have
check.
been. Okay.
Been collecting magical artifacts. We know that, right?
Yeah, he has,
Yeah.
and he's been turning. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
My history is a 14.
But you do know of a very powerful magical artifact. It's
do?
3 feet away from you currently. You turn your head and you look at Voxy.
Oh yeah, and he wanted. This is yeah. Hey, we're
Yes.
so fucking dumb.
Yeah, because remember when we saw the guard, or she saw the guard that also had the coin, like way back when, and we never addressed that further. Yeah,
He told
okay.
me 1,000 times he wanted the coin.
Okay. I'm gonna say I don't know anything about.
We're real good at this,
Oh
y'all.
no,
Dumbest D&D campaign.
Gerent,
What?
Vergalath is looking for the coin.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, not at all.
Out of game, who's holding on to the coin now? Because is that Xeris
You.
or did I get
was
it back? I got it back.
It was
I
given
gave it back
to
to
you.
you.
Yeah.
You gave it back.
So,
Okay,
Foxy, you
I
currently
wanted
have
to make
it.
sure. And
He
then,
didn't trust for a second that I got the coin. Oh, f him. He didn't put any fucking faith in me. God damn it. It's fine.
So,
I pull it
I
out.
mean, he's... Okay. Foxy, we gotta get your family out of prison.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I'm sorry, what is this coin, Jared? Yeah, what the hell are they talking about, man? Jaren goes, it's a magical item. Well, we can go over it later. It's powerful. That's all we need to know. We just need to make sure that Vergalath doesn't get his hands on it. All right. I mean, I trust you, Jaren. I trust you, but I don't like it when you don't tell me things. Yeah, same goes for me. Bullshit is what that is. Jaren goes, okay, so step 1, get Foxy's family out of prison. Step 2, get the hell out of the city. Get as far away as we possibly can. Foxy, you're the only person who's been here before. Where are we going?
Prison. It's where exactly is the prison? Is it
So
nearby?
it's
Is it on the
right,
edge of
it's
town?
almost right in the center of town.
Right in the center of
Yeah.
town. That's right. Not edge of town. Center of town. And I just tell them
Okay.
where it is.
All right.
director.
You lead. We can provide support. Cad, get on your sending stone. Make sure that Dawnspire and the Fellguard know what's going on here. Cad goes, copy. You see him go. He pulls out a sending stone from his pocket and walks over, and you see him talk into it off in a corner. It's a small glowing rock that is glowing a fiery red. Tess goes and pulls out a book and says, okay, that'll probably work. Okay, we can use that. Right, I'm set.
We may not be. We have some injured and a couple of things that need to be done before we're ready.
What do you need?
I indicate to Xerus, he's injured, and also
Just show wounds.
this.
I
may
cast
be of
show
use-
wounds.
It's super gross.
This may be of use, but it's at the moment broken.
Tess says,
show
oh,
it to
that's
Tess.
not the problem. Let me see it. She takes it, and you see her run a hand over this blue light comes from her palm, and you see the chains mend themselves together again. She also walks over to you, and she closes her eyes, and she puts her both hands over your chest. There's this energy that goes through your body, and you are now, what's your total hit points that you normally at?
20.
20? Okay.
Total.
What are you at currently?
7.
7? All right. You get up to 16 hit points.
Cool.
So, anyone else need some juice?
I think we're all good.
All right. Jared goes, thanks, Tess. Okay. So,
Let's go break some people out of prison.
sounds good to me.
I'm gonna toss the necklace to Xerus.
Okay. You catch it in your hand. You see this
You trust-
this glowing light emanating from this necklace. It feels very powerful.
You're faster. You are stealthier. You are very capable of moving around quickly. This may make it even easier for you.
So what are you
And
saying? I
Xerus?
just disguise myself as a guard? I don't even know how to use magic. What if it blows up?
Well,
Well,
with great power comes great
Curious,
responsibility.
I know you've seen a lot of magic from me, and you might think that all magic blows up, but
I just
it really
assumed.
doesn't. There's a lot.
Okay.
I know, and I know
I'm-
I've given you that impression, but that's not the case.
I guess it's worth a shot. Just pocket it.
How long do we have until dawn?
It is probably just after midnight. So you have about
Okay.
6 hours.
I mean, if we're going to break into a prison, nighttime is the time to do so.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
do it now.
I
I'm
say
just
we go
gonna
now.
I'm gonna inform the champions about the curfew. Just
Okay.
it'll that
Oh,
way
yeah.
they know that if anyone is seen walking around, it's an on-site. We're gonna get attention.
We noticed there was no one on the streets. I mean, typically you see a couple drunkards or something wandering about, but didn't see anything, so we figured something must be up. Good to know. Thank you, Oliver.
Out of game.
Yeah.
Let me gauge everybody's opinion on this. Xerus, I can, if you would like. This will delay us by an hour, which is why I ask. I can do the same thing to your rapier that I did to my spear.
Ooh.
So if for any reason your rapier goes away, or if you need to ditch it, or if a guard takes it, I can summon it back into my hand and give it back to you.
Okay.
Or just not have it and pull it out of thin air and surprise someone with it, which is
Yeah.
extremely cool.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Because I can
Shit,
just not.
This is the episode before the finale. Now's the time to use it if you want to.
Okay, because it will take us an
Yeah.
hour, but that'll give you a chance to long rest and me
Well-
to long rest or short rest, get back to full health. And then I can't make it go back to you, but if you and I are together, you'll have your rapier at an instant.
Okay.
If we want to take an hour to like set ourselves up, get ready with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you all take time individually prepping mentally for what's coming next. Oliver, you sit down with the rapier and you're running your hands over it, casting these arcane runes in the air, drawing them almost out of thin air. These runes appear on the rapier before they fade away. Xeris, you're sitting down watching him do this. And actually, no, you're pacing back and forth in front of him. That's definitely more Xeris.
That's me, yeah.
And then I'm going to roll some... I think I only really need to roll 1 hit die. Because I'm only missing 3 health.
Yeah, everyone can roll. If anyone got hit in combat, they can roll to reheal their hit die.
What the heck are my hit die?
It's probably a D8.
Yeah.
Is everyone a D8?
Yes, this would be a short rest.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can just...
If you click on short rest on
It'll
TTT
automatically
Beyond,
do it.
It will pop up with hit die, and then you have like the number of like how many like times you can roll that. It'll have like a checkoff thing.
Where is the word short rest?
It's at the
Top.
top next
Top
to long
right.
rest over the hands.
Top middle, I guess.
And this isn't going to give Voxy back any spell slots, right?
You've completed.
No, I don't believe
relevant
so.
abilities have been reset.
I think Voxy might
How
be...
do I get my...
It didn't give me more hit points when I did the action through D&D and Beyond, so...
That's weird.
Yeah, it didn't do me either.
That's weird. I think
I'll
you might
just
have
do
to...
the
Maybe you have to...
hit
Did you
die.
select the... This is always the fun part of D&D, where we figure out how D&D Beyond works. All right, so at this point, you're just going to go up to your total of 20, so you'll be maxed out.
Cool. That's what I was like, might as well. All right. I'm close anyway.
It works if you click next to where it says like your class.
Oh, roll
If
hit
you
die?
do the roll hit
I
die.
see, yep.
It'll roll 1, and then you can just keep going as many hit points you need.
All right.
How to do
Roger.
D&D Beyond with the Fellguard. Brought to you by
It's so fun.
pineapple-shaped lamps.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jordan,
Yep.
am I able to go back up to my max, or do I stay down at my 2?
You stay down, missing your 2.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. 'Cause short rest took me back up.
And you won't be able to get your spells
alright.
back until you finish a long rest, Foxy, just so you know.
Sorry, say that again?
You have to finish a long rest in order to get your spells back, so you currently are out of spell slots.
Okay.
Is
Short
that
rest
guy-
doesn't even get me 1 back?
Nope, unfortunately not. That's the way spells work. They suck.
Okay.
All right, next.
So,
So, Xeris,
yes.
as you're watching Oliver do this, what's going through your head right now?
I'm trying to figure out the easiest way of action as far as breaking into a prison. Because if I have the amulet, I could potentially go in through the front door. And I'm debating whether or not I'm the smartest one to have, the right one to have the amulet. Because if someone else has the amulet, they can go through the front door, and I can climb up and go through
That's true.
potentially a upper window of sorts. That's currently going through my head. But if I do go through the front door and I am taken, I at least know that somehow I can get my sword back, I guess.
That's true.
So
You do have to be
I don't know.
nearby to Oliver, but yeah.
yeah,
All right, so you're mentally
guess-
planning for what's
Yeah.
coming next.
because I'm trying to contabulate everything.
Pepper, what's going through your head? You're sitting down in a booth by yourself.
Oh my god, thinking about how useless I'm gonna be in this upcoming segment. I have no, like, I think Pepper has no idea, like, how they can contribute to this, except, like, being a waste of space and dragging the team down.
All right. Excuse me. You sit back in the booth and you're just like spiraling at this point. Just going over the same things like, I don't even know how we're going to do this. It doesn't make any sense. How are we going to even finish this? This is impossible. Voxy, you're still at the bar. What's going through your head?
I'm just focused on, I'm like thinking about what I'm gonna need to do, trying to remember what I know about the prison, and just kind of all around worrying about my little siblings. being in prison. I think they're only. I think the youngest is. Let me remind myself. They're teenagers.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried. I'm just kind of like trying to focus.
God, I'm so sorry. There's something in the back of my throat. So you're sitting there thinking about your older sister Alindra, who's 30, your younger brother Vamir, who's only 25, and your younger sister and brother who are 19 and 19. Thinking about how they could possibly be handling prison right now. And Oliver, you finally finish up. The rapier glows with this arcane purplish blue energy, and it vanishes and reappears.
I go, hey. And then once I have Xerxes' attention, I toss it to him. And then I snap it back while it's still in midair. and then I turn it. I'm like holding the blade, and I offer the hilt to him.
I take it.
Gosh. Sorry.
I think I have a plan. So we have the amulet, right? Now, what if Oliver, you're the one that can get my sword back. There's a possibility if we know the guards are looking for us, they're going to figure out that we're not dead. What if someone disguised as a guard is taking us into the prison, and that person could also be me, because I can break out of the jail cell if I have to. So we could have Oliver, you disguised as a guard, taking me in, and then all we have to do is wait for me to get imprisoned and then figure out where to find Foxy's parents, and then we can go from there. I also know I am a horrible liar, so I am not the one to be disguised, so they will never believe me at all. We all know how good I am at talking to strangers.
I say, Xerxes, that is a very good plan. If I may offer one addendum.
Go ahead.
And I hold out my hand for the necklace. And I say, I may look the part now, but I am no guard. And then I hold it out for Pepper.
Yes! Oh, I was so hoping. I was
feeling that coming.
Oh, I was so hoping you would say that. I'm going to be a great guard. Don't worry.
And you're good at talking to people, too.
I'm great at talking to people. I'm going to turn the heck out of all these guards. They're going to love me by the time this is over.
So now, do we have them take all of us in, or just one of us? Because I can still also potentially sneak in from the top if need be.
I will say that probably going into the prison as like a prisoner type situation will raise red flags for sure, because they are looking for you three. For sure.
But they're not. But if they could find one of us, then they know there's still more of us out there.
Potentially.
What if? Yeah, and maybe what about bringing in like Gerund or Kat or one of them, and then we sneak in? I don't know.
Okay. A series of questions. Question 1. Tess.
Yes?
Do you have any kind of disguising magic?
I have an invisibility spell, but it's only going to work for one person.
Okay. Very good.
It's one.
It only lasts an hour, though.
I remember
enough
those
time.
days.
If we can jump a guard, could you wear a guard's uniform?
I suppose I could. I'd gonna look pretty auspicious if we're all going in as a group, though. It's what, 7 of us?
That's the plan. So, myself, Xerxes.
I won't be a guard. Cad. Not now. No, I can play a good guard. You see me up in the theater stuff. I'm good at that acting. Look at this. Ready? Yes, Baron, sir. You're simply incredible, Cad. Maybe you should stick to swinging your sword.
Okay. Cad, that is exactly
Everyone's
what I
a
want
critic.
you to do. You and Pepper will pose as guards. Tess, you will invisibilify yourself
All right.
and follow behind. Xeris and I will go in as prisoners. Gerund and Voxy on the rooftops. Sniper fire. And then we'll find a way to get you in once we're in.
All right, let me
there,
write
like-
this down so I know who's doing what again. So
story.
Pepper and Cad are going in as guards.
Yes,
All right.
I like this plan.
Tess is invisible. It is going to go in probably with the group in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver and Xeris are going to be prisoners, correct?
Mm-hmm. And Gerund and Voxy
Are on the rooftops. Are they going to be climbing up into the prison?
So let me ask you this. I did a flyby.
Uh-huh.
Are there any, like, it's a very tall tower.
Yeah.
Are there any windows that hypothetically someone could say, go to that window, throw a spear with a rope on the end of it so that they can catch it and tie it off and then go across?
Yeah, I would say so. There's a couple, especially the lower floor, about the second floor up, you could see that there could be some windows that you can get in through.
Okay.
I have a rope. I could shoot myself. Like I could shoot above the window, and we can slide on in ourselves.
Jaren goes, all right. Sounds like we got ourselves a plan. Oliver, you're pretty damn good at this.
I studied very hard for a very long time.
Keep keep this in mind the further you get along in the Fellguard. All right, so we all know our positions. Everyone, get ready. Looks like we're breaking in to prison. Let's get started. Jaren, Voxy, and the Owl head out first, climbing up onto the rooftop of the Sleepy Onion. Pepper and Cad, you both decide to look like guards. How is this going to work? I know that Pepper has the necklace. What does Cad have?
Cad, we might have to jump a guard.
All right, I can jump a guard. Shit, point me out one. I'll go smack him back in the head with this thing. He holds up his longsword. Tess is like, maybe just a little bit more subtlety, Cad, huh? Tess says, I'm ready to go invisible as soon as we get close, but I'd like to do it before we enter. I just want to make sure that I have enough time.
For sure. And Pepper, once we get closer, I'll give you my spear and my shield. Please try your best to get the shield inside, because I can't make that come back.
Got the shield inside. Okay.
And Xeris, we'll just keep your sword close until we're ready to go, and then we'll ditch it in an alley somewhere.
I mean, technically, if they take it from me, we can still retrieve it, can't we?
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so Voxy and Jaren and the Owl. The Owl flying over top of you. Jaren and Voxy, you two are running across rooftops. Give me an acrobatics check.
The Owl just has a standing order to do the whole fly in, take help action, fly back out.
Copy. Owl's basically taking, keeping watch for the group.
Mm-hmm.
I have an 11.
11? Okay. You're making your way across rooftops. It's slowing you down, but you are making it, jumping it from roof to roof. So you can see in the distance this large cylindrical building towering above the city. As you approach it, it gets larger and larger, looming over you. It's this slight glow is coming from just beyond it. Cad comes back inside, and you can see him dragging a body with him. He lays it down on the ground, and you can see the guard has there was once a face.
Oh my God.
He goes and he pulls the helmet off, and he starts putting on the armor, and you can see that it's kind of tight on him as he's wearing it. He's a very buff, broad man, and this armor is a little too small on him. You see him look over and say, "Had a look."
You look like budget cuts have hit the city.
Yeah, technically has. And
That's your answer if anyone asks.
you got it. All right, Pepper, let's see what you can do.
I try to use the necklace.
You put it
to look
on,
like...
and the way it works is you sort of picture in your mind's eye what you want to turn into, and you turn into that.
I want to look like one of the guards that was like acting like Voxy's parents, but like with some features change. So it's not like, oh, it's that exact person, but it's like similar enough that it looks like, yeah, that's someone who would be a guard.
Okay, give me a just describe the guard for me. What do they look like?
I mean, so handsome, right? I mean, just drop dead.
Handsome
like,
AF. That's what I'm writing down.
Okay. Kind of like stout, buff. You know. Maybe a little bit of a beer belly. Times are hard.
Gotcha.
Human, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you transform in front of everyone's eyes. They all look to you, and you see Cad look at you, and then look at himself, and then look at you and go, "Hot damn! All right." Tess.
Great.
Tess says, "All right, prisoners, are you ready?"
Yes. And Cad.
Yep.
Pepper does the talking.
Oh. You see Tess look at him, and he goes, "Fine. All right." Tess says, "All right, as soon as we get close, I'll go invisible." The group heads out of the bar. You make your way over towards the, walking through the center. Are you trying to hide at this point, or are you just walking straight through the streets?
Yeah, I guess walking.
I asked you this or that, and you said yes. So which is it?
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna. Yeah, I think walking straight through the streets.
I imagine we're just walking straight through the
Okay,
streets.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I mean,
So
the only thing I can think of is, oh wait, no, we just give your rapier to one of them.
Yeah.
And then.
So let me go ahead. All right, you don't see any guards on your way towards the prison. As soon as you get close, you see Tess look at you and say,
Jordan, oh my God,
yep,
can I
what's
wait?
up, Pepper?
No, never mind. No, never mind.
Are you sure?
I thought about something and I've changed my mind.
You want to make a strong choice?
I am making a strong choice. I'm a really hard guard.
Okay.
I forgot what I said.
Hard guard. Got it.
Sorry, it came out wrong.
Anything else, or was that what you were super excited to tell me?
What I was thinking in my head for a second was
That's
I was
certainly
gonna
a choice.
Stop! I was thinking in my head for a second I was gonna change it to the guard that Jaren knocked out, but that doesn't make sense because that's a patrolling guard, not a prison guard.
That's
so
true.
Just ignore me.
All right, gotcha. I do still have hard guard, so that is written down. That is canon, and we're gonna interpret.
It's been a wild night for me.
We're gonna interpret hard as chiseled. So.
Okay.
All right. So, the group is approaching.
Jeff, I'm so sorry.
Very strong choice, chat. Let Pepper know in the chat. All right, so you all are slowly approaching the prison front. You can see that there's a large gate with 2 guards sitting in front of it. You see Tess look at you and says, "All right, I'll be right behind you," and then vanishes from your vision. The group approaches the 2 guards at the front. One of the guards front goes, "So we get 2 more tonight."
Yeah. Running around after kill for you.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Actually, this is full-on deception. Give me a deception check.
It's not 20. I'm sorry. I'm the best guard in the world, baby.
Okay. All right, so...
I love this.
That's a 24 in total.
The guard looks up at you and says, "Damn,
Pardon, that's a 26 in total.
Ruben, is that you? You've been cleaning
Yeah,
up the
sure
streets
is,
since we
mate.
got started here."
I know. It's been too long. How you been?
It's been great. How's the kids doing?
Oh, good as ever, you know.
They hanging in there? I mean, one of them's heading to college soon, isn't he? He's heading over to
They
Basin
sure
Crest.
is.
Matter, you Vile!
He punches you in the gut. The guard punches you right in the gut, Oliver. You feel this like pain, and it spreads through your gut. You almost feel like you're about to vomit. And the guard says, "Right, Ruben, you get it. You can go in."
Thanks,
Hey,
man.
by the
We'll
way,
cash up later.
Yeah, we've got cards on for next week, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah, mate.
Hell yeah. You walk through the front door, and you hear a little splash behind you in the mud. And the gate shuts behind you. Voxy, you and Jaren and the owl are up on the rooftops. You can see the group head in through the front door. And you can see them disappear at this point. Jaren is crouched next to you on the rooftop. He says, "Okay, so I think we can get in through that window. We just need to signal them whenever they get up there." He points out a window that's like on the right side of the building away from the front door. But he taps the owl and sends the owl over to the door to just flutter in front of it. Or the window, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Voxy. We're going to get them back, okay? Everything's fine.
Thank you, Jared. I really appreciate you coming all the way over here.
Of course. I'm happy to help.
Okay, so we're out of game. We're waiting on the owl to come back?
The owl is over by the window. You're waiting on the group to go up to the window to open it and send a rope out to you.
Do we see? I'm gonna do a little look around, see if I see anybody.
There's a couple of guards walking around in the streets, but it's pretty barren right now.
Okay.
Inside, the group is slowly walking through. You see walking up through, it's almost like walking over to the building is made up into layers that go up and down. As soon as you walk in, you can see this massive circular pit that goes straight down and straight up. There's walkways that go in tiers all around it with stairs connecting all of them. Inside, on almost all the walls, are cells. There's a couple branches of offshoots, especially down further, almost in like the basement of the prison itself. But you can see that there's to your left, to your right, there is a staircase that leads up to the second floor of the prison.
Yeah, we go towards the second.
You walk your way up, and as you round a corner, you can see a faint glowing blue light coming from underneath one of the doors. You walk over to it, open it up, and looking inside, you can see just batting at the window is the owl.
I open the window.
You open it up, and you can see on the rooftop across the way there is Voxy and Jared sitting there. They're crouched down on the roof. So, what's the plan?
As we're passing through cells, are these like full cells, or is it kind of like sparse?
It's kind of sparse on this level.
Okay.
Cat, hand me the rope.
You got it. Hands it over.
Wrap it up, tie it to the end of the spear,
Okay.
And then just like.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I'm going to use my
Inspiration?
inspiration.
All right.
That's better. That is an 18.
Right into the side of the building across from the prison. It stabs pretty thick into the wood. Pretty deep into the wood. The rope, if you pull it, you can now pull it taut across across this alley that is between the two. Where are you going to tie it off to?
I guess like the bars of the window, if there are any.
This one is not barred. It looks like this was at some point an office.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, any large objects, furniture, anything like that?
There is a large dresser on the wall, or not a wardrobe, something that can hold coats and jackets.
Okay.
You can tie it to that if you'd like.
Yeah, it's if not heavy enough to hold on, it's definitely big enough it's not going to come through the window.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, then I'll tie it.
Okay, you tie it off. And Jaren looks over at you, Voxy, and says, "All right, see you on the other side." He goes and he starts climbing up the rope, hanging from it upside down, sort of shimming his way over, before climbing up through the window and hopping in. He looks back and gives you a wave to signal it's all clear. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
And unmute yourself.
Yes, you are muted still.
Okay, thank you. I coughed, so I had to mute myself.
Unlike me. You got catspiration. You do have an inspiration, I will say.
Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration.
All right.
That was rough. Okay. 9.
You do also have a coin that turns failures into successes.
Yeah, but at the cost. Did I fail getting across?
A 9 is not good.
I think don't I have to know if I fail first?
Okay, you start
Before-
to slowly climb across the rope, and as you are climbing across, your grip starts to loosen, and you start to lose your grip on the rope.
Can I send the owl to like go and push?
I don't know if the owl's going to be able
What
to
is this
Or-
owl?
push her.
Or like
I don't think the owl's going to be able to help in
talons?
this sense.
Okay.
I can't flip the coin if I'm holding onto a
You're
rope.
holding on with one hand.
And Jordan, you also said it doesn't. You don't have to physically flip it, right?
Oh yeah, it can be in my brain.
It's I did say that. I'll say in this way, it does have to be like physically used and touched, though, I will say. So if you wanted to take the coin out, that could be it being used.
Yeah, you got a few seconds of falling. You could even
What's
hit.
that?
Okay. All right, I'm pulling it out.
All right. You pull out the coin, and as you flip it, now you're back on the other side of the rooftop, and you can see Jaren waves his hands over to you, signaling that it's all clear. And you feel your energy slowly drain, ever so slightly.
Okay. Do I have to roll acrobatics again?
No, because your failure turned into a success. So now you make your way and you slowly climb across the rope, landing on the other side.
Right. And the consequences of that?
You don't know.
Will be revealed later.
Okay, all right. I thought it was an instant.
It might be.
No, oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot that it's not an immediate. Okay. Mhm.
I was saved from death and no one's died. So, you know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Still don't know what the hell's gonna happen there, but you know.
Oh god, don't.
Foxy.
I don't like the look
very-
on Jordan's face.
That was very masterful, Foxy. You're very nice work. And then I'm gonna.
Yeah, really good at climbing.
Okay. Let me ask the DM
Sure.
what my character thinks. Weighing the options of leaving the rope. Oh no, because it's only attached by the spear over there. They didn't tie it off on that side.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, it's a dead end. I'm gonna summon the spear back, and instantly I'm gonna start pulling
The
the
rope
rope back.
starts pulling in. You do it effortlessly. It takes no time at all. You untie it from its place, and you have your rope and your spear back.
I will shut the window.
Okay, you do so.
All right, now what?
You're gonna start hitting people upside the head.
Did we see Fox's family on the way in? Anyone?
Did anybody see them?
I didn't. I tried to look on the second level. They might be lower.
Okay. Does Voxy know where the cells are?
So the cells sort of work in a spiral pattern going down. And as it gets lower, there are more and more branching out hallways that go off of it. So if you were to continue heading
Okay.
down, you'll be looking, but you might be able to find it.
Is there a manifest in this office that has a list of prison cells and locations of prisoners?
Can we send the owl down to go look for them?
You could certainly try. There's a lot of that will attract attention, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Okay.
hallways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
You know what? I honestly, did we see any kind of mechanism? Like, is it just each cell is individually? You just have to manually open each one.
Yeah. Looks like it's
Okay.
probably either a key or like a set of keys per floor, or that there is some sort of arcane way that they open and close it.
Okay.
I could go look
If
and
we
see
can't find a key, I can potentially break in.
I could go see if there's a log of prisoners. I can sneak into one of the offices. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see the
I think
door
that's a good idea.
close.
If that doesn't work, we have a limited time left with Tessa's invisibility. We have the two of you that are disguised as guards, and Xeris, this is a good moment for you to shine. We have 3 possible ways of performing reconnaissance. Voxy and Jaren and I might have to wait here, but
Yeah, I'm game.
Fuck that. I'm not waiting. Put me in the field. I can get in there. I'm pretty stealthy too.
we need to move in teams. We can't go by ourselves.
Okay. Me, Voxy, and Cad, why don't you come with me? The other 3 of you look through, try to see if you can find something, and once Tess meets up, I can ping her using my sending stone. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with the with Oliver, Xeris, and Pepper.
I'm gonna. Are we continuing our ruse?
I would suggest that, at least for the time being.
Just in case anyone sees us.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Xeris. I think this is a good time to ditch your weapon.
Okay. I'll just, I guess, stash it wherever we are.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a wardrobe. We can put it in.
Yeah,
or
you just
something.
stick it someplace out of eyesight.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Do you know how to use that shield? Do you want to hang on to it if we get into a fight?
Oh. I mean, I can, but you're really good with your shield.
But he can't be holding it right now.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I need
Lead
stealth
on,
checks
guard.
from. Or are you guys are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just gonna walk?
I think we're
I think we're
continuing
just gonna
the.
walk. Yeah,
the ruse.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
I think
continuing
we're
the ruse.
keeping up
All right,
this.
so you head out. Are you going up or down?
down.
Down.
Okay, so you 3 start heading down. The other 3 start heading up. So we're gonna start with Oliver, Pepper, and Xeris. You 3, as you're heading down, go ahead and give me a perception check.
And I also probably snapped the owl away at
Sure.
this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
21.
15.
15.
12.
All right, so Xeris, you're up front, being led by Pepper in the back. And as you're walking, you're looking, seeing all of these, like, sorry, give me 1 second. Seeing all of these prison cells all around you. It's dark. It's colder in here the lower you go. You're going down these steps, and you can, every so often, you pass another guard, and almost all the guards, as they pass by, they say, "Hey, Ruben, how you doing?"
I might.
Another one will go by and be like, "Hey, Ruben, how you doing, buddy? It's
Aw,
good
my
to see you." He
man.
goes and gives you the high five and says, "Hey, I heard about what you did the other day for my sister. I really appreciate you, buddy. I really appreciate
You know
you."
I'd do anything for him, mate.
Absolutely. You keep making your way
And
downstairs.
it is in character that Pepper's accent is adapting to whoever is talking to Ruben in this moment.
Gotcha. As you slowly make your way through the prison, you look into a lot of these rooms. In each of these cells, you see every so often some prisoners who have their hands that are up and tied to attached with manacles. Wounds and lesions are appearing where the manacles have been cutting into their wrists and their ankles. A lot of people are looking rough as you go through. And you see, you start on one floor and you slowly make your way down to another one. And at one point, a guard walks up to you. And go ahead and give me another deception check.
I mean, Jesus Christ. 24.
Okay. Guard walks up to you, Pepper, and says, "Right, where are these two going?"
Downstairs, further.
Downstairs getting full.
Jesus, is it already?
Yeah, run out of space.
Listen, sticking down on...
I would say probably
-6 should be fine.
Yeah, works for me.
okay. Listen, if anybody asks, I didn't tell you that.
And he walks on past you.
Oh, that was weird.
That was weird. What did that mean? I can't get out of the accent now.
You're trapped. Oh God, no. You head on down to another floor. And as you are walking, you hear a slight cough coming from one of the cells. At this point, you've reached -6, which is 6 rows below, 6 floors below. You see a couple cells that are open and one that is closed down on this floor. The one that's closed, you hear a coughing coming from inside. As you approach it, you go and you glance into the cell window, and you see a man tied to, chained to the ground, his arms spread out above him, manacled to the wall. Blood is trickling down his forehead, and you see him slowly lift his head up and look at you. And you can see that this is Callan Silverson. All right, now we're going to jump over to Voxy. Voxy, Gerund, and Cad. You all are heading up.
Yes.
So, you all start to make your way upstairs. Silently, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay. Oh! 21.
Okay.
Dirty 21.
Okay, everyone's doing pretty well. As you are slowly making your way up, every so often, Jaren will hold his hand up to stop everyone as they go. You make it up a couple floors, looking around on some of the cells. You look in, you see the same thing. A lot of prisoners are in here. A lot of people with these wounds and lesions on their wrists and ankles as they're being chained up and bound in here. Not good environment to be in. That is for sure. Not good conditions.
Are these people that I recognize from my town?
Not really. I'll say it. A lot of what you're seeing are just people who look like they're tired and probably sick, and have been in here for a while. Pretty emaciated. You look over and you see a door. And in this door, you go over to it and you crack it open, or Jared does, and it's a guard's station. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here at the moment. Go ahead and give me a perception check. 10? All right. Sitting on a table in the back of the room, there is a large crate. You can see coming out of the top of the crate, the top has been placed on it sort of haphazardly, but poking out of a corner is some straw. Jaren says, "All right, looks clear." Cad looks in and says, "I thought we were supposed to be finding Foxy's folks. What the hell is this?"
What are we doing?
Jaren just looks in and says, "Okay, doesn't look like a cell. Should we keep moving?"
Do I feel like I need to investigate the box.
Okay.
Do I need to investigate the box?
Your god subtly tells you to investigate the box. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
10.
10. All right. You walk over to it.
Yes, God.
And you pull back the top of this crate. It's a large crate, probably the size of like a decent sized desk. Moving the top, you can see that inside of it, laying amongst the straw, are 4 large eggs.
Say Dracarys.
Dracarys. I do have
Happy Easter.
long white
No.
hair. I do have long white hair.
Give me-
do I have
Give me
any-
a history check. 2. I mean, these are massive eggs.
Jaren, do you have any idea what the hell these are?
They almost look reptilian, kind of leathery. I don't know.
Oh my god, you guys are so much farther ahead than I am mentally. I don't.
I'm not here. It's fine.
We're not.
I know.
Don't worry about it.
Jaren says, all right, well, if
Okay.
they're not here, maybe look around, see if we can find that manifest that Tess was looking for.
Okay. I think I just have to put it.
Together.
I have to put the. Oh, okay, I'm there. I
Welcome to the
put
party.
lid. Yeah, well, but Voxy's not. I put the lid back on and.
I'll say if you remember, Voxy can have a memory.
Okay, all right.
You suddenly, staring at these eggs, you reach out and you touch one, and you suddenly feel the same sensation against your face, thinking back to a couple of weeks ago when you were unconscious in a nest belonging to a wyvern.
So funny story, Jaren. Long story short, I ended up in a nest of one of these.
Okay. What are they?
These are wyvern eggs.
Cad jumps away from them real quick, says, shit, you can't just... They're not hatching, are they?
I mean, they don't look like it.
Jaren says, Cad, for the love of gods, please keep it down. And Cad's like, sorry, I'm a guard. Strong silent type. I'll go keep watch.
Sorry, oh my god. I mean, no, they're not actively hatching.
Okay. Well, this isn't what we're here for.
I don't.
What do you want to do?
Out of game, I feel like can I kill? Do I have the egg?
Other group's not here. What are you doing, Voxy?
I think I have to close it and leave. Just know that they're
you
there.
Shut it and close it. You hear Jaren say, hold up a second. He goes and he grabs his sending stone and he whispers into it and he says, okay. Understood. Copy. He puts his sending stone back in his pocket and says, Tess is going to meet us on the next floor. I think she found something.
Okay, let's go.
You all exit the room, and now we're going to jump back to the others. As you stare into a cell with a broken and battered Callan Silverson.
How the tables have turned. Can he register that we're looking at him, or is he that far gone?
You see him slowly look up, and he seems so tired. And he just hangs his head down again. You might be able to talk with him if you go inside the cell, but from here, he doesn't seem to recognize you.
What do we think?
Kinda want to talk to Catelyn. I feel bad. I spent a decent amount of time with him, and he's like a really shitty guy. But I also
All right,
feel bad.
let's break into this cell.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools dexterity check. Add your proficiency bonus, Xeris.
Hey.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Oliver and
What'd
go,
you say it was a check? Sorry, what'd you say it was?
Dexterity and add your proficiency bonus.
Thank you.
Oliver,
Nat 20.
Beautiful.
fuck yes. Oliver, I want to talk to Callan, but I think it'll go easier if I'm me. Would you be the guard for a second? So if anyone comes by, we can still figure something out?
Oh, okay. Here, give me the.
Yeah.
Just like shuffle the spear and shield and necklace.
Okay, remember, Ruben, really cool, really popular. Everybody likes him.
You form Ruben's, you take on his visage.
Oh yeah. I am Ruben.
Ah,
A
God,
hot, hard guard.
looks even better from third person. Wow.
Okay. Xeris, you get in there as well. I'll stand outside.
Xeris
Yeah. Good
opens it up with, as soon as he sticks the lockpick in, the lock clicks open. And you open the door. Callan just sits there, head hanging.
I'm gonna kneel down in front of him and go, Callan?
You see him look up. His eyes are glazed over. There's an open wound that is sort of festering on his forehead. He looks over and goes, "Oh, son of a bitch. How the hell you been, Pepper?"
I think I've been better than you.
You're not wrong about that.
What happened?
You know. Shit went sideways.
Yeah. I'm sorry
It's all good.
that I gave you that name. I really regret that.
It's not your fault.
Yeah. I don't do that anymore. I'm a free agent. So,
You cut ties.
yeah.
That's good. That's real good.
I think so.
I tried to do the same thing. Hurt like hell. Glad to see you held up.
Yeah. What? Do you know anything about what the Baron's doing?
Yeah, I think I do. Listen, Fenric and I have known each other for some time now. He's always been on the eccentric side, but for the past few years he's been downright cruel. A couple months ago, I tried talking to him, seeing what was on his mind, and he was honestly starting to lose it. Claiming that Glint Harbor had been abandoned by Dawnspire and the Council. I knew about his troubles, but I didn't know the scope of it. When the fish left all those years ago, the town just wasn't able to support itself. Fenric started claiming folks' property and saying it was for taxes and the like, but he wasn't using it to better the town, he was using it to pay off his own debts to the capital. Naturally, I thought I might be able to help. I mean, we are friends after all. It'd only been a couple months since I'd been working with our our mutual friend. So I gave him a reference. Told Fenric that Vergalath would be able to help. Listen, he said he claims he did it the right way, saying that he tried to ask for help from Dawnspire plenty of times before, but the council refused to help him out.
Said that he made his bed and he needs to live in it. So the SOB came up with an idea to get back at him. Vergalath said that he knew of something deep underground. Some kind of ancient elemental that existed ages ago. Vergalath told him that if he helped him get his body back, he would use his power to raise the elemental, and then Fenric could use it to get his revenge on Dawnspire. So Fenric got to work, hired the Technology Guild to build machines to cut down the forest, and then used the wood as fuel to start digging the Titan up. I think I've put together the full story, but I only ever got bits and pieces, especially near the end. You know, Vergalath likes to work with his favorites and drop the ones he's already used up, don't he?
Yeah.
All I know is he's looking for some kind of magical thing. Said that y'all have it and tried to get me to get it from you, but...
Yeah. Yeah, we have it.
Once he gets his hands on that, he's gonna use it to get his body back and raise the Titan, and then he's gonna wipe Dawnspire off the map. I tried to put an end to it. You know, I got a lot of stake in Dawnspire. I've no desire to see it destroyed. But I guess once you've been friends for 25 years, all it takes is a little old genie to ruin it. Fenric threw me in here and
I'm gonna
I've
let
been here ever since.
Dawnspire get destroyed.
I knew you had moxie in you. I didn't know how much.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're friends for a genie with 15 years and then you realize you're not friends and you actually were in a very toxic relationship, you learn a thing or two from the genie.
Well, good on you for cutting that off. What are you gonna do now?
I turned to Xeris. Xeris?
I mean, it seems like the thing he needs, we brought it right to him.
We gotta
Look at
get out
this
of town.
Oh. I mean, we came here to free the prisoners. I think we continue with that goal.
Can you... I gesture towards the locks.
Yeah.
My Callan.
I'm gonna
Give me a check.
undo his Nat 20.
You
Oh my god!
unclip it.
You monster!
It
I'm
it
getting them-
unclicks, and you see him slump forward. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Pepper.
Don't worry, when we fight, I'll roll ones.
Stop it. 15.
You reach out and you catch him right before his head hits the ground. He's in a very, very weak state. You do not know if he'll be able to walk.
Buddy.
It's fine. I've been in worse states.
That doesn't make me feel better to hear, but you're gonna be okay. It's fine. I don't think I can lift this man, probably. I'm not strong enough.
Probably not.
We
Okay.
can leave the prison cell unlocked, and then once we release the other prisoners.
Wait. Are we doing a full jailbreak? Or is this just to get Voxy's parents?
I don't know. Might be kind of fun.
I mean, it's extremely fun. Like, I love the idea of a jailbreak, obviously, Xeris, but it also...
I mean,
How many times are you going to perfectly pick a lock?
it's, that is an accurate statement.
Don't know.
Is it just you three?
Oh, well, we also have, my other friend, and then, the 3 champions from the Fellguard.
You brought the champions.
Well, no, they just showed up. We didn't ask for them.
Well, y'all might be able to get all the doors open in time, but it might be best for y'all to get out of here too. Who are you looking for?
My friend Voxy's family.
We only met them, well, it wasn't them,
Met
but...
fake them. It was like, the necklace thing, Callan, so remember.
Yeah.
What floor are we on?
-6.
If you go down to -8, that's where he keeps a lot of the higher ups. I think he might have them down there.
Okay.
I've been... Listen, I know I ain't done too much right in my life, but... I'm sorry for any harm that I caused y'all.
It's okay. You'll get out of here and you'll get to do better.
You go on ahead, I'll see if I can rest for a second and get my strength back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to switch back over to Voxy, Jaren, and Cad. Cad is watching the door currently.
Jaren is sitting there. You see the door open, and then Cad gets pushed past as an invisible form of Tess walks in. You hear Tess say,
Okay, I think I found them. I think they're on -8. It seems like they've got only a couple cells down there. So we should head down as quickly as possible. I also saw this.
and you see a book appear in thin air and being put down on the table. And you see a page flip down, and the page gets sort of pushed down as if it's being tapped in a specific place. Voxy, you look down at where the tapping is happening on the paper, and you can see that there is a map of the prison, and there is a large cell that is also on floor -8.
You say that again? There's a large cell
on the bottom floor. My favorite part is watching the others get it.
It's easier when you're not in the scene together.
That's true. That's true. I'll give you that.
I'm
I don't know,
Tess
but they're
pointed at
definitely holding something down there. We should probably check on that too while we're there.
Yeah, I think we need to go down there. I think we need to go check that out.
Okay, let's head down to -8.
Okay.
It's one hell of a distraction.
Oh my god.
Jaren goes.
All right. Foxy, you got this. Let's go.
You all head downstairs. With your previous stealth check, you make your way through, avoiding any drawing the gaze of the guards. You make it down to floor -8, roughly at the same time as the others do. It looks like most of the floors are pretty barren. Looking up, you can't see many other guards. You can see down here there are 5 cells. One of them is a massive door, and the other 4 are regular-sized doors.
Like cage doors or solid ones?
Doors with a little window that's barred.
Okay. And
the big one is a large wooden door with a center, sort of a porthole with bars on it.
Can I look through the center door?
Sure, you can.
The porthole?
And
Yeah,
I'm assuming we turned Pepper back into Reuben.
Sure, yeah, we can assume that.
Yeah. I will be Reuben.
Pepper, you go and you look through the center and you can see. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay, looking through, you can see a large creature. A bright orange and red creature that has a muzzle on it, made of iron, and its wings are strapped tightly to its body. Attaching onto all the walls are chains holding it in place, with a large sort of what are those things called? It's like a stock, those large wooden things that clamp over something's neck. That thing's holding it in place.
Stocks. Yeah.
Stocks, yeah. And this looks to you like the wyvern you fought in the Pinefell.
Guys, I got a crazy bad idea.
Oh my god. I don't know if we can handle any more of your ideas.
If it has anything to do with releasing that thing, I'm all in.
Xeros, you were on my side for this one. I'm just thinking that if we release the wyvern and the wyvern gets out, then that's going to distract a lot of people and buy us time to start opening up doors.
Okay.
True.
Okay. How do we
Let's-
keep it from attacking us?
Well, I mean, if we free it, it should be very nice to us.
I have not thought that far.
Y'all want to free that thing? That thing's a wyvern. That thing is poisonous as shit.
Okay, well, we've actually dealt with the wyvern, okay? So I don't really want to hear a lecture on the wyvern.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
if
we've
you've fought
dealt
it
with
before,
it.
you know how dangerous they are.
Okay, we know,
Yes.
but we know the main reason it was attacking people was because it was trying to protect its eggs.
Well, we
Right?
know. Oh, wait, Xeris, Pepper, Oliver, forgot y'all weren't with me.
That was for you.
Love you. I found its eggs.
Oh, shit.
It was up.
Oh.
I found the eggs in a crate. They're up on floor.
Insert.
Floor,
This number here.
floor 2.
They were on floor 2.
Well, 3.
I found them in a
technically,
big crate in this room.
Question is, will the wyvern be able to find its eggs?
Or do we plant the eggs where the wyvern will find them, and it just so happens to be where all the guards are?
Jordan, is there any way that I can gain a spell slot back?
No, not in the rules. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Real question,
Yeah.
I think that is important is, do any of these other cells have Voxy's parents in them?
Yeah, you haven't checked
I'm
any of the
gonna
other
go-
cells.
Let's go check. I'm gonna go check.
I'm
I'm gonna
I
go
can
Your
just start
parents
unlocking
watched
doors
you
if
walk
that's what we
right
want to
past
do.
it and look at the dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the other doors.
Okay, you check through. 2 of the cells are empty, but the other 2 that you see, inside of one of them, chained up against the wall, are Nexi and Falwyn, your mother and father, and chained on the walls in the other room are Alondra, Vamir, Kalia, and Coram.
I'm gonna start breaking some locks.
All right, go ahead and give me just one lock breaking check. We'll do it for both.
A dirty 20.
Good God.
Ooh.
You just go over, open up both of the cell doors, and you go in and you're helping them out with their chains. They're holding them in place. Nexi looks up at you, Voxy, and goes, Voxy? Oh, no, sweetie. What are you doing here?
I came to get you out.
I know, sweetie. I'm so glad to see you. I just didn't want you to get down here. Falwyn looks over and says, it's all right. Nexi, we're fine. You see Falwyn attempt to slowly get up. Nexi helps Falwyn up to his feet. And the 2 of them, you help them out of the cell. And over in the other cell, you look over and you can see that Alondra has her arm is in a sling. It looks like it might have been broken. And you can see that Coram, the youngest twin, has a black eye. Once Xeris unlocks all of those gates, or all of those manacles, the others come out and are looking around, confused. You see Jaren is going over and checking all of them to make sure everyone is safe. And he looks back at you, Voxy, and he looks then at Nexi and Falwyn, and you see him pause and go, how do I know you 2?
No. Wait. Sorry, which sibling was this?
He looks
Say
at
the
Nexi
name.
and Falwyn, your parents.
No. Who said that?
Jaren.
Jaren. Oh, Jaren said that.
And Nexi looks over and says, a little bit ago, we had some issues with the troll. And you saved us. And Jaren goes, That's what it was. Gods above, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out and we're gonna get you safe, okay? Don't worry. And Volwyn goes, thank you. Thank you. He goes over and he gives his kids a hug. And Foxy, he goes over to you and gives you a big hug too. And everyone together does a group hug. Cad looks over and says, we're burning nighttime here. We got to get moving if we're going to do something here. And you hear a voice come out from the darkness that says, yes, and if my calculations are correct, she appears and goes, my spell's about to run out. There we go.
Yeah. Looks like we need a distraction to get us out of this prison.
What do you propose?
If we're gonna do this wyvern thing, we gotta get it out of here somehow, but we can't let it come towards us because it's just gonna come for us. So do we keep the muzzle on?
Keep muzzle on. Keep muzzle on. Grab eggs. Use eggs. Help lead it out of town. We need to leave town anyway. Might as well take them with us.
True.
Those eggs are 10 stories up. If we're gonna go climbing all the way up there, we might as well walk out the door.
Just leave it behind.
Or
Tess says, did none of you look at the map that I brought up? There's a back door.
what?
You have a map?
I brought
There's
it.
Yeah,
you didn't say
we
this
didn't-
before?
I didn't
We
know that there
didn't
was.
know you had a map.
She
Pick out
pulls the
Tess.
book up and puts it down on a table off to the side.
And says, look, here. It looks like this is a door that leads to a courtyard that leads over to the
Oh my god, I'm completely blanking on.
it leads over to the warden's office. It's a courtyard, but if we hop the fence, we're free at that point. The door's sure to be guarded, but that could be our exit. Cause a distraction, get some folks unlocked, open the back door.
I'm game. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Does this mean I'm opening this dragon's prison cell?
And is there a way to lead it? Is that a bad idea?
Jaren says, I mean, if we get those eggs down here, put them out in front of it, hopefully it won't attack us. It'll just see the eggs, grab its eggs, and fly on out of here.
Yep, I think that's a safe assumption.
Okay, well, who's the fastest? Who can get up there the fastest?
Xerus.
That's probably me.
But you're gonna need at least one other person to carry that crate. I mean, you're not gonna be able to carry all those eggs on your own.
Who's coming with me?
I can go if it's better for me to stay here with the family. I can do that. I know where the eggs are, so I'll take you to them, I think.
Okay.
And we can look after your family. Don't worry, Voxy, they're in safe hands.
Don't worry, we got
I
it.
know.
You turn back to your family. Your parents look out at you. Alondra, her arm in a sling, looks over and says,
We'll be fine. You just go. You do some Fellguard shit. Do what you need to.
I'll be back.
Voxy and Xerus run upstairs. The other two, what are you two doing? The other three champions are helping the family members, healing them up when they need to. Checking around, they're looking at the chains of the wyvern.
Find the back door.
Okay, yeah. So back door is located on the floor that you came in on. It's on the opposite side of the entrance.
Okay.
So it is
Can I have-
8 floors up.
Can I have retrieved Xerxes' rapier for him and then giving it back before he left?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna emotionally prepare myself to be the one that lets the wyvern out.
Okay.
Start planning for everybody to get back into the cells.
Okay.
And hold them shut so that the wyvern can't get to them.
Okay.
You know, if they're up back at the fence or whatever, maybe tie them closed.
Gotcha. So this is the bottom floor. It is basically a large circular room. The dimensions are not crazy big, but it reaches pretty far. Sorry, give me one second.
So I guess I want to just like have them back up to the back wall of the cell.
Okay.
And then I'll just use some short lengths of rope and rig up a little thing where they can tie it shut, and hopefully the wyvern can't get it open.
All right.
But it'll still stay unlocked.
Gotcha.
And then start examining the chains that are holding it shut and everything like that.
Looks like there's a bunch of locks, like dozens. You're going to have to do a lot of lock picking in order to get this unlocked.
Yeah, I figured as much.
If only someone was good at that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you all started analyzing the chains. Go ahead and both of you give me a stealth check. Four. All right.
22.
Okay. Gotcha. We're going to jump over to Voxy and Xeris now, making your way up the stairs. Go ahead and give me a stealth check between you two as well.
18.
Okay.
16.
Beautiful. Awesome. You avoid any guards as you're going up. You have to stop every so often, but you finally reach the room that Voxy Voxy went into earlier, and you could see that there is a large crate sitting on the other side of the room. The top is sort of haphazardly set on top of it, not really nailed into place. If you wanted to carry the box, it would take 2 people on either end, and you can make your way downstairs again. I'm going to have you roll again, this time with disadvantage, carrying this crate, because it is a big, hefty item.
Rolling
The
stealth.
other option.
Yep.
The other option is we carry the eggs by themselves, but I feel like that might be.
You don't even need all 4 of them.
That's true.
Yeah. But I mean, how big are the eggs?
I mean, they're think a little bit larger than like a football.
Okay. I mean, I feel like we'd be able carry.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
We could each carry 2.
Carry 2. Yeah.
Sure, if you want to do it under the arm.
I think that'd be easier than trying to carry, and like more stealthy than trying to carry a big ass crate.
You're right.
Down the
Yeah,
stairs.
absolutely
That
right.
makes a lot of.
So let's just take them under arms.
Okay, so you go ahead and you take the eggs, putting them under your arms, and you peek your head out the door. Go ahead, and I'm going to let you keep your past stealth check since you're not moving with the box. You slowly make your way down. At this point, you have reached the bottom. The other 3 are with Voxy's family, the 3 champions, and they say, all right, as soon as we let that wyvern loose, it's going to go crazy. Make sure its eggs are in front of it and visible. As soon as that thing grabs them, it's going to take off, going straight up through the ceiling, and that's going to cause a hell of a racket. We can get your family up to the back door, get them out. You all need to be with us, okay? Let's keep this as a group. No one's going to get left behind. Cad goes, all right, let's do it. And Tess says, I'm ready when you are.
Oliver, take these eggs from me. Let me go get ready to unlock this thing.
Okay.
I am also good at lockpicking. I just remembered this suddenly. It's like I looked at my sheets or something and realized I have proficiency. So I can help if we want to do this fast and then run out at the same time.
All right, so you open the door, and you can see this A large creature that is just sitting there glaring at you. It has this iron muzzle over its mouth, and its head is in these stalks. Its body and wings are chained to its side tightly, and all these chains are coming off of it almost like a spider's web. Each one of the locks are attached to a large harness that's on its back. If you were to sever the harness, you might be able to quickly get it up out of these chains. But you'll still have to deal with the stalks and the muzzle. So, who's doing what first? Oliver, do you place the eggs down in front of the open door?
Yeah.
As soon as
I'm gonna
you
make like a little trail of them that lead.
As soon as
to the
you
center.
do this and come out and hold the eggs down, you can see it shake, and you hear this sound come from it as it sees the eggs in front of it. Its breath starts getting faster and faster.
I'm just gonna put it down and walk back.
So we
So
release
the
the harness.
harness is on the back.
Yeah, so the harness is holding its wings and it's going over its wings and its back, holding it in place. This leather that is all these little rings that are attached to it. If you were to unclip the harness from it, there's a couple of locks on there. You'll be able to get rid of all the locks that are holding it in place from above.
Okay. I think that first.
Okay.
Right.
So the two of you, both of you, give me lock picking checks. Dexterity plus your proficiency, if you're proficient in it.
It was inevitable.
A nat 1?
I knew it was coming. Nat 1.
Beautiful.
There it was.
All right, so unfortunately, these locks are giving Xerus a little bit of trouble.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. You go and you're able to clean off the other ones, and they all open up, and you see that its wings as it lifts up, but the stalk is chained down to the ground, and it's unable to move from its position. It starts thrashing its body, and as it starts thrashing, you hear from above, "Hey, what's going on?" And you look out, and you can now see that over the railing, one floor up, you can see a bunch of guards are starting to gather up. They all raise an alarm. One person shouts, and you see a bunch of glints of arrows as bows come over the side and begin firing upon you. We're not going to roll initiative. This is going to be sort of all happening at once, okay? So, first things first, Oliver, you're dead center. The others are up against the wall by the staircase. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as a wave of arrows comes flying at you.
12.
12? All right, you're able to dodge out of the way as these arrows go flying into the stone. A couple of them splinter away and slam off, whipping away into the walls. Yes, you want to do something?
I was gonna say if it was gonna hit me, I just would ask to do shield instead.
Gotcha, understood.
It's like,
do you want to pull up shield now and have it just active?
no, because it only lasts for like 6 seconds.
Gotcha, no worries. So you are looking at this. Xerus, you and Pepper are inside the room. Voxy, where are you? Are you with your family?
I'm standing in front of my family.
Okay, gotcha. Do you want to shoot any of these guards? You see a couple of them are rounding around the corner. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
Yep. Yeah. Longbow. Here we go. Ooh. Dirty 22.
Beautiful. You take your bow, pull it back, and it stabs into a guard who goes, ah, and falls off of the first level and lands in the stonework. Voxy Pepper and Xerus, go ahead and give me lock picking checks inside the wyvern cage. You've got one or two more things to unlock.
God damn. What the fuck?
13.
I mean,
Okay.
4.
All right, Xerus.
Wait, no, sorry, 6.
Xerus, you're having some trouble in there as you are going to unlock the first door. And you
Wait, inspiration.
All right, roll your inspiration. You're going for the muzzle. You're going for the stocks. We'll say that, Pepper.
11.
Okay. Fortunately, still not able to cut it. You're just barely off as you are trying to get this muzzle unlocked. Pepper, you're going for the stocks. It is a hefty lock. This is a big one. And unfortunately, you're not able to make that one either. The lockpick is jiggling inside of it as you look up. Xerus, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. There it is. 22.
22. All right. You look up out of the way and roll as you see a bunch of arrows slam into the ground around you. You roll in the direction away from the door, moving back slightly into the room itself, going for cover. Pepper, you're right at the front. Give me another lock check.
just threw that d20 into my living room. Okay, that's fine. 16.
16. All right, that one is good for the muzzle. As you go over and open it up, the muzzle falls off of it, and it lets out and starts. It's trying to snap at you with its jaws as it's clearly trying to get out of this stock. Oliver, you're down in the center. Give me another dexterity saving throw as more arrows are coming your way.
That one's a 4.
4. Unfortunately, all these arrows start flying at you, and the shield appears over you as the arrows fly off of it, glancing off of this magical shield. You look over as you see Jaren grab a bow and fire 3 arrows that slab into these guards who tumble over the side. Voxy, go ahead and give me a roll to hit one of the other guards if you'd like.
Yes, please. Oh, God, I'm good at this. 21.
21. All right, so that hits as another guard falls over the railing. You can see more guards are coming down. Pepper, we are now getting to the point where there is a stockade. There is a wyvern that is frantically swinging its head, trying to get free, trying to snap at you. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics check to get over to the stock.
Okay. Natural 20.
Beautiful. You roll as this mouth slams into the stonework, just barely missing you. You roll up underneath it, and you go over and go ahead and give me a lock-picking check.
Jesus Christ. Dirty 20.
All right, so you take your lockpick and you hold it up and you put it in the lock. The crowd around the floor above you is starting to grow as guards are coming in. More arrows are raining in, all bouncing off of Oliver's shield. The champions are firing magic and throwing spears, and arrows are flying up, hitting all these guards as they're slowly piling up. Pepper, you reach over, and then, in a sick twist of fate, your hand slips, and the lockpick goes tumbling out of your hand and collapses onto the ground, and you see a large foot land on top of it. And then you look back as you see arrows raining down on your friends. You see the family is cowering. The mother and father are holding their arms out, trying to cover the kids as the champions are firing these arrows out.
Get it,
everyone.
Sell!
And there is a moment. You reach your hands up, and time seems to slow down. You think back to when Vergalath tore his power from you, ripping the energy straight from your very soul, the pain and the shock of it masking all feeling. You've spent your entire life thinking that you were not good enough. And this is what drew you to Vergalath, the search for power, the power that could protect you and protect those that you love. And you were seeing all of those that you love in danger. Vergalath is ripping the power from you, and we see the energy flowing out of your chest, the tears pouring down your face, and we see Vergalath's villainous smile. The energy pours out of your chest as he pulls his hand away and throws you from the mirror, sending a volley of glass and these sparks of magic. You collapse in a heap on the ground, breathing heavily, bleeding freely from the wound on your chest. And we slowly zoom in on the wounds. We zoom in past your skin, getting smaller, past your blood cells, down to see the double helix strands of DNA. And we see a tiny mote of glowing light float down and connect with a strand. And suddenly, it glows. Now we're back in the present. You're no longer thinking, but you're simply reacting. When he ripped his power away, he exposed you to pure, raw magic. And you were changed. You no longer have the gifts that Vergalath gave you. You have something better. You feel this chaotic magic swirl within you, pure energy coursing through you, and all it needs now is an outlet. And you hold up your hands and touch the stock around the wyvern. And there is an ear-splitting crack as force explodes off of it and the stock shatters off of the creature. It goes stumbling back and into the wall. And you look down at your hands, them shaking and this glowing bright orange energy flowing through them. And you think, holy shit. The creature moves forward, reaches over, grabs 2 of the eggs in its mouth, grabs 2 other ones with its feet, and takes off, spiraling up. And as it goes up, it shatters through the roof of this prison. Rocks start falling down in on the group as everyone's moving. I need everyone to give me dexterity saving throws.
Seventeen.
17?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
16.
16, and I saw a 9. So, Oliver, you look up as you see these rocks start tumbling towards you. There is one that cracks you right in the shoulder. Your shield goes down, and you see more arrows are raining down on the group. You all make your way over towards the group as Jaren, Cad, and Tess are firing magic and arrows in a volley of spears, clearing the way for everyone to move up to the next floor. Everyone is moving up, going from floor to floor to floor as you are now fighting off these guards. I need everybody to tell me what they're doing to hold back these guards. We're going to start with you, Voxy. What are you bringing to the table? Shooting arrows? Give me a roll to hit.
Longbow. 26.
26 hits.
I got good at this.
You pull back as a guard comes running at you, swinging this short sword, and then the arrow lands right in their forehead. You look up as Jaren looks at you and gives you a wink and keeps moving. Xeris, what are you doing?
I'll just run and crossbow.
All right, so you're running. You hold up your crossbow. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I was like, I can't do much else. Nat 20.
Amazing. You
Oh my God.
run up as a guard swings. 2 of them come running up at you. As you were trying to go past them, you run, you jump off of the railing, do a front flip in the air, and with one shot, fire your crossbow, and the other one, throw your dagger. The crossbow slams into the side of the head, and then the dagger stabs into the other one's head as he slumps against the wall, and the other one collapses down in the ground. You look up and say, "Come on!" as the group starts moving. Oliver, what are we doing?
Charging shield first.
Okay.
Just knocking anyone out of the way, ideally off a railing if I can.
All right, give me an athletics check.
10.
All right, you're running and you're slamming into people, knocking them back, but they're not tumbling over the railing. It's apparently there's too many of them, all coming at you at once. Next up is Pepper. Pepper, what are we doing to protect the group?
So, I'm gonna. I think Pepper's running on pure adrenaline at this point. And that kind of orangish energy that shattered the lock now extends from them and goes out in a radius around this group, but somehow the energy like carefully like goes around like the people that we're with and hits these guards.
All right, the guard, it like spins around and starts slamming into the guards. Is this burning hands or what are you casting here?
This is shatter with careful spell, baby.
Beautiful. You focus the chaotic energy that's spinning inside of you and send out shatter, and you hear as these people are slammed back, and you see 4 of them at once get launched up into the air. 2 of them go spinning over and land on the ground as more rocks come spinning down. The group is heading now up into the floor. You have 2 more floors to go as you are almost to the top. Voxy, what are you doing?
Could I have gotten Callan by this point?
Yes, you grab onto Callan. You got him up over your shoulder as he is slumping, trying to make his way. Voxy, what are you doing? You're muted.
What I've been doing, man, shooting arrows.
Shooting more arrows. Give me another roll to hit.
I got an 11.
11, all right. All right, so you take another arrow and you fire. As you look up, someone comes up behind Jaren. You see him turn to look at you, and you fire an arrow, and it goes right past his cheek and slams into the guy behind him, and you see him look back, and then you wink at him, and he goes, okay. The group keeps moving forward. Xeris, what are we doing?
Of my life.
Same thing.
All
I'll
right.
just be... 15.
15, all right. Beautiful. All right, so you go running up. You see another guard running towards you. As you run, you slide on the ground and grab onto the edge of the railing. As you do, you spin around the edge of the railing and fire the arrow. The bolt goes right up through his chin. You see it pop up through his nose, and you see it come out the top of his head. He collapses down onto the ground as the more the family rushes past as you are getting them to move. Oliver, what are we doing?
I'm gonna keep charging until I see like a crowd of them.
Okay.
And then when I see like, oh, they're blocking the way, I'm gonna like dive in head first to the middle of the crowd and then just cast Thunder Wave.
Fuck yeah, you are. All right, so you go sprinting and beautiful. This crowd starts gathering in front of this stairwell, and you go, Greyhawks! And you slam into them, and you go leaping in with your shield first. They all collide into you, and then there's a as all of them go blasting up. A couple of them slam into the ceiling before collapsing down. A couple of them go over the railing, and one more slams into the wall. You see Jaren and Tess look over as Tess fires another mode of magic missile that spins over and slams into a couple more guards. You are clearing the way as the family is making their way up. Pepper, what are we doing?
I'm gonna turn to Callan over my shoulder and go, hold on, buddy, it's gonna get a little hot in here. And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Yeah, you are. All right, so go ahead and let's see here. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, they roll. It's a area of effect.
Okay, so there's 3 guards who are running up to you. You hold your hands out, and what does Burning Hands look like now?
Now, I think it is all. I think it comes from my chest now, so I literally like reach in and like pull fire like out of my chest.
Hell
and
yeah.
like shoot at it.
You pull this fire as it pulls forth from your chest, swirling around your arms, finding a direction to go. The energy is blasting out and shooting off in different directions before you fire these hands that go spreading out and slam into the faces as fire is burning off of their face. The family starts making their way up, and at this point they have now reached the floor that has the back door. You can see now that there are 2 large guards that are standing at the back door. One of them has a large hammer, the other has a spear. Okay. So the 2 large guards look over. Who wants to deal with these?
Oh, this sounds like a me time.
It seems like Oliver.
There's a guy with a spear?
Yeah, there's a guy with a spear.
I will meet mine.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
Full blast charging in. It's a 15.
15. All right. Beautiful. So you go sprinting into the fray, spinning your spear around. You chuck it. It slams into his chest. You pull it back. You chuck it again. It slams into his head, and you pull it back. You spin the spear around, and you throw it forward. It slams into the gut of the guy with the hammer. He brings the hammer up, tries to slam it down. Your shield goes over your body as you glance the shield away. You spin the shield around, or the spear around, and cut him right across the face with the blunt end of it. He goes down to the ground, and you spin the spear around and stab it right into the back of his neck. You feel it connect down with the ground underneath it, and you look back at the group and say something cool. What do you say?
Look at that! No, I'm gonna switch over to Dwarvish for a second there.
Okay.
And then just say, as I said, their minds fill with blood.
All right, you say that. Anyone who speaks Dwarvish understands exactly what he says, but the guards are too dead to understand. You go and you open up the door, and you see in front of you this large courtyard. And as you step out into the courtyard, you rush out, the whole group following after. The sounds of the building is slowly crumbling behind you. Not destroyed, there's just a hole in the ceiling, and rocks are still falling, excuse me. And you step out, and in the courtyard you can see there is a destroyed statue, and then 2 other statues with a large platform beyond it. In fact, let's go ahead and take a quick look over at Roll20. You look out, and standing up on the platform is Baron Fenric Varos Tyrese. And in front of him is a horde of guards, all of them with bows raised. You see him hold his hand up, and then he thrusts it forward. I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throws.
Ten.
19.
19.
I've never seen the number 4 so much in my goddamn life.
Put that thing in dice jail.
It's a different die every time.
Look into
Your angel-
numerology. What does that mean
Your
for you?
angel number.
I think it means death, doesn't it?
All right, so
I'll find
Foxy,
out.
what'd we roll?
What am I doing?
What'd you roll?
What I rolled a. I said I rolled a 10.
10. Xeris?
19.
Oliver? 4?
Yep.
Pepper?
Also a 19.
Okay. All right. So, you look out, and Oliver and Voxy, you are hit with a volley of arrows for 12 points of damage that slam into you. No, excuse me. 24 points of damage. Yeah.
Oh God.
As you feel this burning sensation from the arrows themselves. Voxy, you're very familiar with this. This is wyvern venom. Xeris and Pepper, you roll behind the rose bushes right behind the statue and are able to get out of the way just in time as this volley of arrows slams down. But you glance back just in time to see these arrows slam into Cad, Jaren, and Tess. Your family ducks down and is knocked down to the ground just out of the way as the arrows slam into them. It looks like Jaren pushed a couple of them out of the way just in time, but they collapse down to their knees. And you see Jaren fall to the ground. And he looks at you, Voxy. And he goes, "A coin." And he dies.
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out the coin. I'm gonna pull out the coin. I'm gonna flip it.
All right.
Am I able to do that? I got 8. I mean, I guess I'm just not doing well, but I can still pull out the coin,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Stand by.
Okay.
So you pull out this coin. And you go and you flick it. Ping. And then there is a and
No.
a spectral hand grabs
Yep.
the coin in midair.
I saw this coming.
And then you see the Baron pull his hand back as the coin pulls back away from you as you look down into Jaren's lifeless eyes. You see as he stands there grabbing onto the coin, you see him cut his finger on it as there's a energy that flows through him as he... That's what he wanted. Good. Master, I've got what you want. You see him pull out a compact mirror. And he opens it up, and you hear a voice that goes, "Very good, Fenric. Very good indeed." He puts the coin into the compact mirror. And then you hear a whistle from the rooftops to your right. You look as you see a group of about 5 or 6 leather-clad figures jump off of the rooftop, flipping in the air. As they flip, they fire arrows that stab into the guards as they get knocked down, and you see another one. This time he stands up on there, and you see him nursing his right leg a little bit. He goes, he grabs a spear, he spins it in his hand, and he throws it as hard as it can. It stabs right into the center of Fenric's chest, who collapses down onto his knees and goes, "No, no." And then you see him raise his hand and click, the compact mirror shut. He collapses down onto the ground, breathing heavy rasps of breath. Voxy, you look down as the 3 champions are laying in front of you dead on the ground. The others are looking rough. Oliver, you're slowly picking yourself up. The leather-clad figures are jumping in and fighting with the guards in front of them. And you see, up on the platform, the small compact mirror is spinning around in the air. Motes of electricity and fire are burning out of it before there is this giant sky beam that goes straight out of it, this spinning vortex of fire that explodes forth. And then you see all the guards and the leather-clad figures up on top of the railing get burst back. They all go slamming down onto the ground. A couple of the statues go falling down too. And you look over and you see this massive figure standing up there, 10 feet tall, fire and smoke billowing up off of his shoulder blades, a bright red chest, a red face, massive horns, wielding a giant glaive that is made of fire itself. He says, "Oh, it feels good to be back." And you see him reach down and hold out a hand, and this energy flies off of it, and you see the ground beneath you starts to shake and quake as you look over and you see some of the leather-clad figures run down to the group of you. Let's see here. They run down to you. A couple of them reach out and are grabbing Voxy's family and helping them up. One of them looks over to the group and shouts up, "Okay, Cassius, go over there, get the friend." You see the figure who was limping earlier run down and grab onto Oliver and grab onto Voxy and lift them up. And you see him turn back and say, "And Donnie, get Xeris." You see a leather-clad woman go over to you and say, "Hi, sweetie, it's time to get up now." Helps you to your feet as the ground is shaking underneath you. You see cracks are appearing in the ground as the figures all help you to your feet and they start running. You see them, one of them tosses the ladder up over the fence to your left as he starts instructing people to climb up. Indani walks over to you, Xeris, and says, "Sweetie, we gotta go. It's time to leave now, okay?" You see Cassius look back and say, "Indani, we have to keep moving now. The floor's about to give out." He lifts up, climbing up the fence, sending everybody else over. Voxy, Oliver, Pepper, you all climb up over the fence. Xeris, you get up to the top to look down to see the ground split as fire comes shooting out from it. You climb the fence and you start running through the streets. You see more people in the town are sprinting out, coming out of their rooms, coming out of their doors, looking out at what is happening over in the center of town. And you all look up as you see coming out of the earth this massive creature. First thing that you see is a large shoulder blade that comes out, this covered in bright green lush trees, these large sticks coming off of it, and then there's a fire as its shoulder and the nape of its neck comes up next, and then another arm reaches up and it's made of ice and water that slams into the ground, and it lifts up, and this roar that shakes the entire world as it comes and stands climbing up out of it, out of the ground. The rest of you look back, staring up at this 200, 300, 400-foot monstrosity standing before you. And it goes up, and you see it hold out its arms and roar at everyone. The whole world around you shakes and quakes. You see all these windows shatter all around you. And you look and you see, standing before you, a massive fusion elemental. And at the top, you see, holding on to 2 reins, is Pepper's former patron, Vergalath the Afriti. And that, folks, is where we are going to end our session.
I'm filled with emotion.
Words?
What's going through everyone's heads?
Oh, fear. There's some little voice in my head that's like, hey, you remember like 2 days ago when you wished for monster hunting?
There it is! We got it! We got the punchline!